listen.
3000.
Yo, what's going on?
Yep.
I'm Zen.
I'm Caesar.
And we are Listen 3000. That's cool.
Oh, let it rock. Okay, yes. I don't want to hurt your ears too long with that. Okay. Yes.
Now we're back with episode. This is 45.
Yep.
And we're again live at you from this spot. Shout out to Maddie Moonshine for letting us record this amazing studio. You know what I mean? Come check it out if you're in the Philadelphia area. It's a spot.
The spot is the spot to be.
Yes.
Shout out Maddie.
Shout out Maddie.
Can't
also,
forget. I was about to say.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's Agents of Phantom podcast. Make sure to check out Agents of Phantom.
Always.
Check out agentsofphantom.com. Check out all the other podcasts on the network.
Yep.
And let's get into this episode. Let's get into the special guest we got here today.
Yeah. Always.
We got our guy. We got our guy here. You've seen him on the show before. You've seen us on Sons of Millionaire before.
Come
we
on.
got Fat Thor here. You know what I mean?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah. Let that rock. Oh, yes.
The fade out.
Yeah, there you go.
What's good, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Thank y'all for having me back. I'm so excited to get back with y'all, talk about some nerd shit, man. I miss you guys. I miss you.
Mutual, man. It's been, and y'all were killing it for Loki with the last season. So this is cool. We can have it's like separate duos. You know what I'm saying? And then we put them all together. It's nice. It's nice.
Keep it going, man.
Yes.
Let's keep it going.
I love it, y'all. I love it.
That's facts, man.
But yeah, man, you've been here, so we can just get into it.
Yes, sir, man. We got a loaded show today, man. A lot of again, this is the second episode. We got mad trailers to talk about, so it's so much stuff
I
coming
feel like
up.
that post strike, and there's been some cons and stuff, right? So it's just a lot of information for new stuff coming out, but not a lot of information for like actually what's going on now.
Yeah.
It's like all next year stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
So let's get started. Let's talk about the one we just watched. We just watched this before we just jumped on, and it's the most recent Godzilla Kong. Is it Godzilla X Kong?
Yeah,
Or
Godzilla and Kong. It's
Godzilla and Kong.
The new Empire.
The new
right?
Empire.
Right?
Yeah. So that trailer just dropped. We all just watched it right now. I thought it was dope, man. Coming off the last Godzilla movie, it's kind of feel like we've been in Godzilla mode.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like
we
got the Monarch show on Apple TV.
Yeah.
We got Godzilla -1 that just came out, and now we got this trailer.
Yeah.
For
we
Godzilla
are in a
Kong.
bit of a Godzilla year or something. The more I think about it, I'm like,
Monsterverse is thriving.
It
is.
We're thriving.
It is.
nah, I really love it. I was about to say, Thor, what you think? I mean, like for me, I'll say mine really fast, I guess. It's easy for me just because the Thor said this off the pot. I'm still your thing because I know you feel the same way. I eat that up too, though. Like any monster, just throw me monsters, and they're big and they're giant, and they're fighting. Ooh, like I love it. So like as long as the movie's not trash, and they've been pretty sturdy. I said I've enjoyed them since what was it, Skull Island? Like I enjoyed the first Godzilla movie. So like, and to me that was probably the weakest one, just because it was longer to get to where we are now. You know, that was a really slow build of Godzilla. But now, bro, since we had Kong and Godzilla together, I'm gang. I'm here for all of it. So it's easy as long as the trailer look good and it look good. They got my money.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, Thor, what you think, bro?
I couldn't agree more. Like Caesar said, you give me two big ass monsters fighting each other, I'll eat that shit up. Come on, all day long, all day, every day. That shit's awesome, bro.
Yes.
It's like, and like personally for me, I really enjoyed the MonsterVerse movies that we've gotten so far. Like you were just saying, Godzilla, the King of the Monsters, the second one. And again, it's like this is just personally for me. I think the stories are great. But to me, I don't even really need a great story. Again, you got two big ass mods. Show me some cool ass fight scenes, some cool VFX. Like I'm in. So to me, that the trailer gave me all of that, and so I am 100% on board. Plus, we were just talking. We got some great actors in it as well. Got my boy Fastos. We got. It seems like they're jumping around time periods, which I think super interesting. So yeah, I'm all on board for sure.
Couldn't agree more. How about you?
Man.
Good
I
friend.
mean, it ain't much else to say. Like,
Right? Yeah. Are you Kong gang? You monster gang?
I mean, yeah, of course.
yeah.
We're over here.
We gotta pick who our teams are if we're talking about this.
Is there? Oh, for a second, I
Are
thought it was
we-
a third option. Oh no, good
was a
call.
third option?
Kong
But the
or
humans not fighting
Godzilla
each other
gang? Nah, you're
anymore.
right though. I'm gonna be real, bro. I guess for me, just keep it the loyalty. Like I was Skull Island before I was Godzilla gang for this MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
Even though what's the second one that you said? Godzilla King of Monsters. That one was
King of
fire.
Monsters.
That one was really good. Probably even a little better than Skull Island. But that's home for me. That's a really good movie. So I'm going with Kong all day.
Okay.
And also I feel like he low key got the disadvantage Godzilla has powers and is bigger than him.
True, but he can move around a little more.
He can. He's agile.
More agile
good point.
than
Good point.
Godzilla. You know what I mean?
Can really use his hands, right?
Yeah.
He's got that brain too, man.
That's
He's got
true.
that intelligence.
You talking.
Yeah.
But my man does spit
because I do
fire,
want to
though.
go with Godzilla, but like we just kind of, I have to go with Kong. You know what I mean? I do want to. Godzilla looks crazy in this new trailer though. Whatever this pink mutation is, I don't know.
Shout out Amber. She said I thought it was Uzi verse. She said they didn't evolve Godzilla into Uzi. I was like, that is phenomenal. That makes sense. Because I don't know where the pink came from. It looked fire on him. I was like, is he evolving? I'm assuming. Right?
I assume, yeah.
Because
where did you get the pink from?
Juicing, man. Juicing on that sweet nuclear energy, baby.
Oh, for real.
Real quick before we move off of this though, it's something we saw off the pod, and I said I was going to bring it to this.
Oh yes.
You were saying like you wish it was another monster to throw at it.
Thank you for
But
remembering.
what if it wasn't a monster? What if it was another property? So like Transformers or like Fast and the Furious versus Kong and Godzilla.
See, I'm already laughing. I'm Fast and Furious. He said Fast and Furious seriously, like in a serious tone, but he knows that's going to be funny too. Transformers can be serious, like you said. That can be taken. I know it sounds silly. It could be taken away. Maybe we need about 2 movie build up. You know what I mean? You can't just throw them in a post credit scene. We're going to be like, all right, what was that? You know?
mean, they could.
You just throw the Transformers in after Godzilla like died or something. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be like optimistic. It's like we're here to say, nah, man. I don't know.
It'll just be the what's the truck? It's Optimus's truck.
Yeah, the red
truck
truck.
Could just pull up and then just go off.
That's kind of fly. But then
Optimus be like Nick Fury, like I'm putting together.
Oh my God! True, they just did the Beast.
Yeah.
We got some.
It's true.
Maybe you sparked something.
We might have to do that.
I don't know if this is gonna come out as clean as we want it to be, because there's a multiverse, there's a world somewhere this works, and it works, and it looks good.
I feel like it can work.
It can.
They're gonna start running out of more ideas and just start throwing shit.
That's
together.
what I'm scared of. Yeah, because even though, I don't even want to do that because I'm actually very excited for the trailer. But I was gonna say eventually, and if you give us 2 more of these, like I don't want the villains to eventually become boring to us because we just care about Kong and Godzilla.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
And not that I want this joint to last for 15 movies, but like, why not? Like, go crazy. But for them to do, that's why you saw they put the baby Kong in there. I see what they're trying to do, but it's like, y'all might need to get us to care with some other stuff we've seen to make it a bigger thing.
Yeah.
At least I'm just thinking that way. Maybe not, because I still love them. Either way, y'all got me.
Yeah. I'm not a kaiju expert by any means, like the world of Godzilla.
Yes.
So I'm not really sure if there's I know there's obviously plenty of kaijus out there, but as far as like someone who could like stand on that pedestal with the 2 big ones. But I mean, I'm sure someone out there that's more versed will be like, well, what about this guy?
Right.
So,
True.
I was about to say
there's probably someone out there that I have no idea about that could come in and, wreck shit up.
Throwing another left field in there. What about Pacific Rim? I don't know if that's not connected, is it?
Didn't
it's
they
not
get rid of
connected.
that, John, though? It's not.
Okay.
Remember the rumor a while ago was that they were trying to for this verse, for the monster verse, actually.
I feel like they still should bring Pacific Rim involved. That would be hard.
Didn't they get rid of that, y'all?
I don't know. I know the second one didn't do that well.
Did they get a third?
They didn't get a third.
I don't know if it did.
I don't know what's the vibe.
And that sucks. That's John Boyega again. Y'all keep doing my man dirty. You just need to come to the dark side, baby. Come on to Marvel now.
It's only a matter of time.
We'll do you good over here.
Yeah, it is.
I need to be Marvel's bodyguard or something. I don't know. I feel like I be getting them jobs.
All right, we switching gears. All right, going from movie to TV show. We got The Boys season 4. We got the first teaser trailer of The Boys season 4. And man, I don't know what to say because it was short. And it didn't tell us a lot, but it
gave you a lot, right?
Low-key.
It didn't tell you, but it gave you a lot.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was just like things with no information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've seen a lot of stuff, but I was like, what was that?
Yeah.
Like somebody pointed out his son threw the person on the wall. I seen the person go against the wall. I didn't know it was his son. And then I saw a clip and I was like, oh no, that's not good. He shouldn't be doing that. Put him down somewhere. Okay. So that's kind of what I mean. Like they didn't tell you, oh, this is what's going on, but they just threw stuff in there. You know what I mean? So they give a lot, yo.
But man, what can we say, man? Thor, what you think, bro? Off of this first little teaser trailer that we get.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not watching The Boys.
Oh, no?
Nah, this is all you guys.
Wait, you haven't watched it?
Are you planning on it? Or are you just not into The Boys? Like
there we go.
Yeah, because I know a few people that's not, watching.
So it's one of those things. Like I've seen the first couple episodes from season 1, and and it was one of those things like I just kind of had other shit going on and just never went back to it. So I have no like.
Oh, Thor, you gotta go do it though, because I feel like were you banging with it while you were there, or were you not locked in enough?
Nah, it's just like I was in it, right? And like I said, other things came up, but the recent things just came out recently. Actually, that's making me like I'm not probably gonna go back to it now. Yeah. But I'm just saying I won't get into that, but. It was never a thing like, oh, I don't like this or I'm not interested in this. It was just, you guys know how it goes, man. There's so much work.
Happens to me, man.
True. It was on, not on the top of my list. So I have no adverse reaction to it at all. I think what they're doing with the superhero genre is great. I want to see more of that. But like I said, as far as like knowing like for this new season and stuff, I hope y'all enjoy.
I super get you too, because that was honestly me with Invincible. It took me like 2 weeks ago to finally get in. But when I told you I got locked in, I was like, oh, okay, I'm here now. But it just took me, other stuff be on. Just lots of life be going on. You know what I mean?
That's
I hear you. Okay, so with us though, with the boys, bro, I don't know, man. It was a lot of stuff in there.
I did notice some ties to Gen V.
Only one I you go after this. Only one I saw was her.
No, they had what's his name? There was a poster of him.
Who you talking about?
Bro, he was in the hospital at the end.
Of the
dad.
V.
The dad.
No, they did not. And they had a poster.
It was a poster.
Oh, as when he was like, oh wow, didn't see that.
Yeah, so it was.
Did you catch another one? Oh, I was waiting. That's that's the only way people.
Nah, that was the only one.
Okay. Because the other connection would be just like the way that they tease
and Neuman and all that.
Yeah, stuff, but if you really think about it, she was a bad person in The Boys too. So it's the same thing. But they gonna tie that thing in. I feel like there's a lot. They added new characters, and not that I didn't think they would, but it seemed like they added at least 3. Yeah, 4. That's enough to be like, all right, y'all doing a lot more than I thought y'all were about to do. I thought we were ending on some, we killing Homelander or not. Like, I didn't really know what the vibes were. You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, oh, y'all probably throwing more at us because y'all trying to, I don't know, They might keep trying to go or something. Thanks.
We got, that was just us speculating, but like,
I don't know nothing.
We're excited though, obviously for season 4. So
excited.
Yeah. So
it's always so much blood. Jesus.
It was, bro. It just ended with him covered in blood.
Oh my God.
It was just like,
and that was honestly the bloodiest. Like the rest of it wasn't too bloody. And I was like, oh, y'all honestly, y'all did good this time. It wasn't too nasty. And then he's smiling in the blood too. I was like, never mind. Y'all always get something disgusting. Oh, y'all did it.
But all right, man. So moving on from the boys to Fallout.
This is dope.
So Fallout trailer had dropped. It's an Amazon Prime show that's coming up. It's dropping in April. I think it was April 12th, I think. It was coming out, and it's based on the video game Fallout. I'm not the biggest familiar with the game. I know Thor was saying that he's a little familiar with it.
I was about to say sorry if we like mess up Thor up, because I don't know as much. It just looks very cool to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But just from what I'm seeing from the trailer, though, it looks amazing. Like the world building, like you were saying, like it looks like it's set. If I'm not wrong, Thor, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like set after an apocalypse, right? Like it's like some like nuclear bomb happens.
Yeah, so I'll preface this too. I'm not the biggest Fallout fan by any means. I've only played I think it's the 4th game I've played, but I know a little bit. And as far as I'm aware, the way I understand it is it basically takes place after the world goes through like a nuclear war. So like I've been like obsessed with Oppenheimer lately. So like I think it's like in a kind of world where after World War II, the nuclear war did start and like everyone just kind of started bombing each other. Jeez. And so Fallout kind of takes place in the aftermath of that. And the main character, again, this is from my limited knowledge, but the main character, you're like in a vault. And like you and a bunch of people go into like this vault to, survive the nuclear war or whatever. And so the game kind of starts off with you coming out of the vault for the first time since all that happened. Wow. And like that's kind of like the premise of the story. It's, kind of Last of Us a little bit in the sense of like survival and all that. But
it's funny.
I mean,
I'm like taking everything you telling me, and then I'm applying it to the trailer
because
I'm
like
that's what's going on.
That's why I almost like laugh. I'm like, this is crazy. Like that's a lot to put the vault part alone, the fact that that's the opening, it's like, okay, this is the first thing we start
because you can
here.
see some of that. Like you've seen the vaults opening, and you see, like, you know what I mean, and then you
everything
see
destroyed.
Like the bugs and stuff that mutated because of the nuclear stuff.
Didn't even think about that concept.
Yeah,
Good.
So like all the bugs, animals, everything is like all kind of similar to Last of Us. Like everything's been affected by the radiation, which is why you saw a dude with that big ass mech suit. Like that's a big thing in the game.
Wow.
But
this is gonna be fire, ain't it?
Dude,
I think it is.
It's gonna be so good. I think it looks great.
I think it is. And then it's directed by Jonathan Nolan, who is Christopher Nolan's brother, who also did Westworld.
See, he giving out crazy. I'm like, that adds some sauce to me, because when you put that to Westworld, I'm like, this looks like Westworld a little bit.
Yeah.
When it first started, just visually, I'm like, okay, I like this.
Yeah. So I seen that. I'm like, oh, y'all got me. I'm here. Amazon been on the road. Amazon.
I love that dude too. I feel.
Are you about to say our man?
Walter Goggins?
You about to say our man's right now?
Walter Goggins.
Yes.
Come
on. Dude. Vice principals. Come on. Now.
Did you just say vice principal?
Yes.
We knew you were our brother. We knew this. Nobody talk about vice principals. I felt like it's me, Zen, and my dad.
Bro.
Nobody talk about
him and Danny McBride, bro.
Yo,
he going crazy, like, cause he's on Righteous Gemstones right now too. Yeah.
Oh, so you Danny
Billy?
McBride gang? You caught up?
Baby Billy, baby.
Oh, come on,
Baby
man. We didn't know that Thor was down.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Let's go. But yeah, man. So you understand, like, we got an obsession over here with that man. Like, he's so fire.
He's really good.
Think about him in the
so
Eight. Just the
good.
differences. The Hateful Eight, bro. Like,
and they just be throwing him and stuff. Like he was in I'm a Virgo earlier this year.
You seen his Sons,
and it was
too?
so dope.
Sons
in
of
that.
Anarchy.
I have not.
But I heard it's incredible, and I heard he's really good in that too.
Yes, he's so good in that. Speaking of like playing such different characters, oh my god!
Wow, man.
And we need to get. I'm waiting for him to come back in the MCU.
Do you think he will? People thought that he was going to an Ant-Man, but then once they kind of mentioned him or mentioned that moment, I guess, and I was like, oh, they might not bring him back.
There's more there for sure, because we forget. I think a lot of people forget that in that movie, he's like working on behalf of a benefactor. Like he's not,
and we never figured out who that was.
Exactly.
They gonna come back to that.
They got to, because they do something. Oh, thank you for that, Thor. I completely, because I was like, nah, I'm already out of here. You done. But now that you do that, I mean, that might connect it. I don't know, some Young Avengers or something, because they got. I don't care. They gonna keep it going. They gonna keep it going.
Just bring it back.
Look, we about to get into Utah.
Just bring him back.
Just bring him back. I don't really care what they do with it.
Nah, but for real, that'd be
he's
great.
always great, bro. Like he's always
he's
great.
amazing,
like,
man.
and it just arranged, like, because I've seen him in funny stuff, and he's like freaking hilarious. And then like you throw him in some dramatic shit, and he'll give you the same.
He'll make you break down. Yeah. He can really go. He can really go.
Yeah, shout out Walter Goggins.
Yeah, and not even just him, like, right? No, but not even just him, like that. There was a couple people. Can we? I do it off the pod. We wanted to look up who that man was. That black kid. The young black dude.
I can do it real quick. Keep talking.
All right, bet. It was just, it wasn't even like,
because if he's on the
yeah. It's just like, I don't know all the names of everybody, but there was at least 4 to 5 faces that are familiar, and I was like, ooh, this is. Then you add in the Christopher Nolan's brother that did Westworld. You add in all this. Then you tell me the plot. I'm like, all right, this sounds.
Do you guys
crazy.
Catch Yellow Jackets at all?
I want to watch it. Haven't started watching it.
Y'all should catch Yellow Jackets.
What connection made? I was about to say, what connection?
So I'm pretty sure, at least from the trailer, it seems like the main girl that comes out of the vault, she's from Yellow Jackets.
Sick. And they always getting Emmys too for the acting.
Yeah.
Not let alone the actual show. So damn.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't say she's not as main of a character as some of the other characters in the Yellow Jacket show, but she was really good in definitely the first season. She's in the first season a lot more.
Wow, gotcha.
But so I saw her in there. I'm like, oh, bet, let's go. Who is it?
I just really, it's me. Ain't nobody besides me and Amber don't know this. But I knew him.
I have seen that show before.
Oh my god!
So
it's this weed show, Disjointed. It was a weed show on Netflix. It got canceled because Netflix cancels all their best shows. We don't got to talk about that. That's a thing for another day. But they canceled the show. It only had 2 seasons, and it was literally like it's like an adult sitcom about like a weed store, like a dispensary. But it was really dope. It had Kathy McBride in it, bro. Like it was super. It was just a really wholesome, but like funny and updated, modern. It was cool.
Sitcom, yeah.
It was dope. You had the boy black dude from SNL.
Like super sitcom-y.
It is a sitcom, yeah, but it's really good and it gets into deep conversations and stuff. It was awesome, man. But anyway, he was on that show and he's sturdy in there, but not the type of role that y'all thinking for that. No,
he's nice. Caesar, you talking about the son?
Yes. Wait, you know the show?
Okay. Yes, I do.
You watched this on it? Thor, Brody. I didn't even know we was connected like this.
The whole thing, but I definitely watched it.
Oh man, but wasn't it such a whole? It was such a good time.
Yeah,
as long as you
great.
liked it, right? Yeah. But
like
it's the
you
sun.
said, very cheesy sitcom, but like that's what it was supposed to be. So it's like I'm not
Disney
mad
for
at that.
adults. Yeah, that's how I looked at it. Disney for weed smokers.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. But damn, but now that you've seen him in that show, right? The difference thinking about that trailer was crazy, right? Like thinking that was him.
Now that I know who
Like,
it is.
ooh, was not thinking that was him, and they made him look a little older, unless he just is, and I didn't notice.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's dope.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. We can talk about Fallout
time ago.
What'd you say? Disjointed? Yeah, it was a few years back.
I say that was a decent while ago. Now,
man.
You know,
True. Could be some years. True. True. All right, bet this next one.
The last TV trailer. This one is another heavily anticipated, and I got to do a shameless plug for us because we did do a finale breakdown of season 1.
I was like, "What you doing?"
I was gonna pop up at the top, but the show that we're talking about is House of the Dragon.
Too. High five.
Yes, we did. Season 2, House of the Dragon. Season trailer dropped. Crazy. Picking right back where we left off.
Literally right back. It felt like, I don't know. The trailer throws you everywhere, right? But it just felt like it was giving you like, yeah, we remember that finale. Like the things that they were pointing at, poking at. Whew, it was so much in it. And they kind of, I don't know if y'all felt this way, but it was a little subtle with the information this time. Like, I don't feel like they gave enough for me to see in the story
exactly
what was going on, which I like, but I'm also like, give me something. I don't know. I know some people like you out there, you know some of the story a little bit. So for me, I'm just like, I'm hyped,
it's funny because I'll be super in it when it's on, and then like when it's out, I've been out, so it's not like I remember a ton of information. But like I do know, like obviously the way the last season ended off, obviously we know, spoiler warning if you didn't see it, but it's been out.
That's on y'all.
But Renee, one of her kids got. So it's starting. The first this season is just starting.
Man.
It's just probably gonna start with just
what a finale with that moment, bro. I don't even got to go back. Look, check it out. Check it out. But that's how much we smoked that joke because it was effective. Like that, man. That finale was crazy. So yeah, I don't know where they're gonna start this time. I don't know. Do you know?
I do a little bit.
Damn it!
Blood
you want to spoil without spoil? Don't spoil. Can you tease?
Blood and cheese.
You're not gonna do that.
You don't know what that means.
Blood and cheese. Is that what you just said? Blood and cheese.
Throw that out there for the people and just not say.
Oh, blood and cheese. Now I'm about to go home and do research.
That doesn't sound like a good combination. Do it.
It sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where they putting the cheese? Never mind. But anyway, I don't even really know. Let's ask Thor. I just don't know what to even say about the trailer personally, honestly, because it's like, of course it looked fire. Yeah. But I really don't know what I could get from it besides just like y'all hyping me up because y'all know we're waiting for more info. So personally, it was a dope trailer, but I didn't get too much.
Yeah. And it's not like I've read the books. Like I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
But also like they took liberties with the last season, not a lot, but like they did make some changes from what I've heard. So I'm sure they'll probably make more changes this season too. Good point. Like what they do with the story. But I'm excited.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Thor, how you feeling?
For real, man.
I already know you ready. I
am so excited. I am so pumped. What Zen was just saying, man. Like this. So a lot of people don't get like. So I want to preface this a little bit, like what this is based off, House of the Dragon, right? So it's based off a book called Fire and Blood. Yes. And what a lot of people don't understand and what makes this show so interesting is that so Fire and Blood is an in-universe history book written by the maesters of the Targaryen era.
Questions already. So we in class. Hold on. You're saying that book, like literally the book that I can go buy, Fire and Blood, is that right there. So I'm saying you read it as if it's a history book, or it's a narrator.
Like when you're reading it, it's told from the perspective of a maester, and he's retelling the history of the Targaryens. And what makes it even more interesting is that all of this history is told between 3 different people's perspectives, and it's up to you as the reader to decide what you think is the true telling.
Love that.
So it's told between Maester Munkin, Sepston Eustace, and then there's a jester called Mushroom. And so all 3 of these people were there during these events, but all of their recounts of it differ from each other. So what the show is doing, which I think again is just so interesting and makes it so interesting, is the show is showing us what truly happened during these events. So even if you've read the book, there's a lot of things in the book that have just been lost to history. And he'd even preface many times in the book, it'll say like, oh, this is from Maester Munkin's true telling, which he wrote 3 decades after the event of this happening.
Wow.
Like, so like basically telling you like, yeah, take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So that's what makes this show so interesting, especially if you have read the books. So it's like, it's anyone's guess what could really happen in this season. Like, yeah, I've read the book and I know the history, the main points, but who's to say that's really how it went down? And I think a perfect example of what I'm talking about here is in season 1 with Corliss's son. I forget his name, but Rhaenyra's first husband, right? Mm-hmm. In the book, he just dies, or that's what they say. They say, you know, they have the battle like they do in the show. And then as far as history knows, he's just dead. But in the show, we see what really happened is that he goes off to the free cities. And so, again, that's just an example of like how we're seeing in the show what really did happen, which opens up so many new avenues of different things that we could see, different places that we could go. But I think as going back, sorry for the history lesson.
You smoke, bro. I'm in this like this. I'm listening. I'm locked in.
But just going back to the trailer, though, I thought they did, like you guys are saying, an excellent job of showing us enough to get us excited, but not enough to be like, oh, this is going to happen. This is, you know what I mean? And I personally, I like that.
That is,
and as far as like where we're going, all I'm going to say, like to Zen's point, like where we're starting off,
not the cheese.
I won't spoil nothing for you, but we're picking up exactly where we left off.
Ooh,
like
right there.
Like the moment that we left off, that's where we're picking up. And it just gets crazy.
And it must be bad because you murdered my son.
Son for son, blood for blood.
Oh my God. And cheese.
And cheese.
That was just right there. And I don't even know. I'm making the inside jokes and I don't even know what it's about yet. It's probably about to be terrible. Damn, yo. Nah, you just smoked that, Thor. Sorry. You went crazy. And I'm saying that you smoked that because wow, that's so dope for someone that I didn't read the books, right? And you didn't, right? You so like imagine you did, and now you get this whole new perspective. That's a fire way to like get people that don't read it, like me, right? I don't know nothing about the history. Someone that might know a little bit, but not all of it, and then someone that knows all of it by reading the book. You still get something new. Like that's fire on the writer's part. Like that's crazy,
dude.
You know?
That's what.
Like
again, that's what
people don't get credit for stuff
so
like that. Like that's
good.
really dope. Yeah. Damn, that makes me give them more props. Y'all better get your Max subscriptions. Because I will be ready with a fire and a pitchfork on in the summer of 2024. And that's what I will be.
I know we got a lot of stuff to get through, so I don't want to take too much time on the House of Dragon. But I got to ask you guys, what are you, Team Green, Team Black? Where are we going on?
Oh my God. Team Black, bro. I'm not even
all day. Come on. If you're Team Green, I'm looking at you sus. Like, come on.
Honestly, yeah, you might be in defeat. I don't know. You might just I'm playing, but like you just might be. I don't know. After we seen what Green was doing, we seen the stuff that was going down to the point where, because I remember names too much right now, but the main girl on the Green, Allison, yeah. Even she know it was. All right, it's a little crazy on that side. She know that side isn't really that good. She just got to deal with what she deal with a little bit now. You know, she's an interesting character with all that, but you know what I mean. So I just think if anyone in real life is like, nah, Green. All right, bro, watch them when y'all go to the bathroom or something. Like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Anywho, right? It's just a lot of negativity over there, and cheese and toes. And it's just a lot of stuff. Just a lot. But man, look, y'all gotta unhype me now. I'm dragging up. I'm about to go find a snake or something outside. Then get bit. Look at me.
All right, switch the gears from House of the Dragon.
Now I'm about to be depressed. Jesus Christ.
This is you.
I know, it's just me. Y'all got no connection to this. It's sad, and because I'm the only one that probably watch it, which is why, like, shout out Jam. Jam actually not only put me on, like, I heard about the show before, but Jam, that's a friend of the show, was telling me, like, hey, you should really watch this if you're into basketball. If you're a fan of Cuba Gooding Jr.'s, Cuba Gooding Jr., what am I talking about? Ice Cube. let me get my black people together. Ice Cube son, O'Shea Jackson. But nah, like just a bunch of, also Kevin Durant produces the show. I don't know how much or what his actual like his role with it, but like they do a really good job with that show. And I was surprised because a lot of sports shows can be cheesy or too much cheese, you know, where it's like, I don't like this now. I feel like I'm watching CW. And I never got that from this, which was really dope. Anyway, I'm saying on that before prefacing it. Swagger had 2 seasons. Swagger's a show on Apple TV. I gave you a little bit of rundown of people work with it. I don't know the directors or writers, I'm sorry. But that show just got canceled, unfortunately, before the 3rd season. Not that it needed too many more. That's why it sucks, too. I feel like it could have got one more and been like, really...
Right.
We've been out of here, to be honest. So it sucks they didn't get to finish that story out. Because if you guys watch it or if you're into sports at all, like you can see how passionate some of these people, at least the adults in there, you can see the kids too, obviously. But you can see how passionate the adults are about the kids in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like O'Shea, he was acting his ass off at times because it's like you can see he really cared about these kids a little bit, you know? And I don't know. It was just a really well done show, and a part of it takes place during COVID. So like a lot of these kids, you know, thinking you're going to go to the championship and all that. They whole shit get shut down because of COVID. And then they got to rebuild it. I'm telling you, it's really amazing. Then it gets into some drama because, man, I don't know. The show over. I'm about to tell y'all the whole damn show. But anyway, it really gets into stuff like abuse, assault, like just kids having to hold that stuff in to deal with that trauma and like trying to stick up for every kid. It's very this time period. It's very black. It's very sports. It's real in sports. Like I don't know, man. It was a good watch, and I'm just sad that it didn't get just didn't get to finish their joint out a little bit. It was really sturdy. I hope some of those kid actors get spots somewhere though, if anything, because I haven't seen them on anything else, you know. So that's another thing that's sad. It's like, damn, I only see y'all here. So it's like, hopefully y'all can get, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like the bro from Disjointed. It's like, thank God he got another joint. I would have forgot about him. And that's not even no disrespect to him. He's good. I would have never remembered him if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad when stuff like that
What
happens.
is it with the sports shows, man?
I don't know.
They can't survive, man. I don't know what it is.
It's
but
hard.
I gotta tell you got me. I'm gonna watch the show now for sure.
Hey, Air 5, thanks, bro.
I'm
not lying, bro. It's sturdy because again, there's gonna be a little cheese just because you're dealing with kids, but it's not. It's cheese because you're dealing with kid things. It's not nothing that's not real. It's very real is what I'll say. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoy it for sure.
Yeah. I'm a fan of O'Shea too, Cube's son. I think he's really, really good. Like besides Straight Outta Compton and all that, I think he's really good.
Agreed.
And I mean, just what you're telling me, I mean, I don't know if you guys played sports, but like I played sports in high school. So like to imagine what that would have been like with COVID, like you were just saying, like imagine taking off how many months and then coming back like, all right, let's play a season. Like that's fucking nuts. Like I never even thought about it like that. So that's interests me right then and there.
Yeah, man, I'm about to rewatch the show too. That sucks. Y'all gotta stop canceling these joints, right? Yeah, we should do Watch Party Swagger. That'd be fun. I'd be into it, yo. It really is a good joint. But yeah, stop canceling stuff, or just keep watching it, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all to do so that we can keep getting more shows. But yeah, that's just a sad one because again, the second sports one, like you said, Winning Time, and this one, damn, bro, down 2 in the same year.
That's real. Hey, well.
Depression. Anyway. Oh, excitement this next one. That's okay. We can lift our spirits up. This is a good job.
So, Invincible, season 2.
And that's part 1. Did finish it now.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Invincible, season 2, part 1 is over for now.
Yes. Wait, should we maybe preface what that was? Because that was kind of funny.
Okay.
Real quick. Go ahead. So, I'm new to Invincible a little bit because I just got caught. I literally binged like all of it in like a week. So like up until even where we're at right now with season 2. Yeah. So Zem was like, yo, did you watch the last episode? And I was like, yeah, but I was confused why everybody was so hyped because I thought it was only about, what's his name again? Alvin? What's my man name?
Oh, Alan.
Allen, right? R.I.P. Allen, also R.I.P. Allen. But
he's not dead.
Isn't he dead? Didn't he die?
Oh. Never mind.
You doing stuff. Stop. See, I don't know what he's talking about, y'all. Oh, the ending, right? But I didn't know what that meant. So maybe that's why. For me, I didn't know if he was shutting them off. Okay. I didn't know what, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I didn't know what he was doing. Stop it. You doing stuff. Anyway, so I watched the episode. I'm like, yeah, bro, it was cool, but like, y'all going crazy. He's like, what you mean? You didn't see the part where his dad and the fish? I was like, his dad? He's like, oh, no, you didn't. What are you talking about? I was like, I must have not finished it. And he was like, yeah, when the credits pop up, there's a whole there's more.
Like
and I was like, oh, I went to sleep. I thought that was the end of the episode. So when I finished
He's
it, I
talking
was
about
like,
episode 3.
that's not the last one?
Nah.
Oh, so we got to catch up on 2 episodes. We didn't talk about that last one either.
Nah, hold up. So
You didn't watch 4 yet?
did you watch 4?
No, I did, but
The
I was
finale, the finale.
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Say less. All right. So,
Oh, but we
all
didn't
right.
talk about either 2. So
No,
that's
we
why I'm
didn't.
lost.
We didn't.
Oh, sorry, y'all. We all the way back. But yes. But
We
basically,
touched on Invincible last episode.
but it wasn't that one.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
that one, no.
So sorry, just prefacing, I was very confused. He was talking about his father popping up, and I was like, no, he didn't. But yeah, so it was. So now you understand. Sorry, y'all. But damn, so yeah, this whole other episode, did we talk about that one too, or no? I'm kind of confused now.
I mean, we could just
little
talk
light-
about the part 1 in general because like it's over until January. I want to say right. Part 2 comes out in January.
Okay, true. The whole
So-
yeah, we can just go into the whole thing.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, what?
No, it was it was
Nuts.
No, it was a definite interesting. I wasn't aware of it being only part 1 until it was like until the day the finale dropped. 'Cause
Were
I'm
y'all?
like, yo,
Did you? Like, I didn't know either. Did you?
I was fortunate enough to get him early.
Got it. Okay.
But I wasn't aware either. It totally took me by surprise. So, shameless little plug here. But
Oh, talk this shit. Come
on.
We've been doing a Beyond Invincible and Invincible after show over on our channel, and we were, did episode 4, and I'm like, yeah, we'll get back next week to episode 5. I'm like, nope, next year maybe, not next week. So
That's
it took me by
crazy.
surprise too. But I'm all for it. I've seen people complain about that, but like, take your time, and especially with like the whole conversation that's been going on for the last couple months now about VFX workers being overworked, underpaid. Hey, if it means that someone gets to spend a little time with their family and we have to wait a month, like that's fine with me. So I'm fine with a break.
Yo, I want to say one thing too about everybody's been watching the Squid Game reality show, but I like the way they broke that up because we got like the first 4, right? Then it was a break.
Netflix, by the way, does
Then
that.
they did
tend to do that
another
sometimes,
4.
yeah, with their reality.
Then it's like we got to wait for the finale.
yeah, I did actually like that.
I feel like more people should adapt, like more streaming shows should have kind of
Nah,
adapt
you
that
kinda
model.
talking. You
Because like
talking.
we
Yeah.
are still getting a chunk, but then also you're spreading out the
Yeah.
conversation for
and I
people
can
to talk
still
about.
binge
Yes.
I can still binge every week and get my fill.
Yeah.
Like that's actually
Yeah.
great. How many episodes of Squid Game? To clarify, that might be why. Maybe they have a lot of eps. Like,
Of the other reality drawn.
yeah, I'm thinking there's like 9,
Let me double check.
which is not like more than average, right? But like everybody
Because
don't
I
get
want to
9.
say it might be 10 though. Like
Or even 10, 9 and 10 is fine though. I'm assuming it's 9 or 10 because I'm thinking like, let's say if we do this with like Disney Plus shows, right? Like they would have to give us 10 eps to do that. True. You know, like that's my only thing.
Yeah, at least 8. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
at
Invincible's
least,
doing.
right?
It's doing
No, it's
8,
10.
yeah.
It's 10, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Thor said, like just at least give us 8 and do like I don't know, like 3, 3, and 2. Or like 3, 3, 1, 1.
Yeah.
You know, like that'd be.
Yeah.
I feel like we would be eating with those, and we would be so in it. The conversations.
nah, facts.
Yeah, Kevin.
Hit us up.
We be throwing you some stuff, man. I don't know if you want to get somebody on the phone. We don't got no people. You just talk to us directly.
He said just talk
I'm
that
saying.
stuff, right?
I'm just saying. But anyway, we interrupted your drawing. I just wanted to bring up. No, I didn't. I was thrown off too by the half year part one
John,
drawing. Yeah, so keep going.
But I thought that was a dope way to end it though, man. Just the cliffhanger, like Mark always getting beat up, man. I like that's one thing that's consistent about this
Ass
show.
whoop, dude.
Like he just be getting
And it's low key not his fault, bro. Because
And
it's
they
like
wait.
he whipping these grown ass Superman men and women. It's like, bro, they should be whipping his ass, but this is the show's called Invincible, so brother, you gotta have to get it together. It's
I mean,
like
he ain't dead yet.
I
so,
know,
you
you
know,
know?
he
Yeah.
is invincible in the sense of that. But like, so I don't know. But bro, the way they edit these fights, bro, like they're so brutal. Like the last episode, those fights was brutal, bro. Brutal. Like
her hair. I can't get over it. Just her hair. Every time she sliced, I was like, "Ooh, okay, all right." I'm thinking it's on real skin. Nah, bro, it looked crazy. You're right. Like the way they visually edit it. Nah, it doesn't. It makes you feel things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like on The Boys. Like if something, because it's a real human being getting blown up or something on The Boys. So that makes sense for me to be like cringe. My body. But like they're doing this with animated. That's why to me that's another level of like a great job to them because it's like, bro,
to make me feel something.
Yes,
from
I'm
an
like,
animated,
bro, I know this fake
like, battle. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like,
god, oh my
it's
god.
like it's one thing just admiring the action of it. It's another thing to like, all right, hold up, that looked like it hurt. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, hold up. Like, bro, when Omni-Man clothesline the woman Viltrumite,
The fate.
I was just about to say that. I felt that. I was like,
yeah, right. You start doing with your mouth. She said, I need to stretch my gums more.
and the way they be bouncing back, because you got shout out to the Steve Harvey Viltrumite. Because both Steve Harvey Viltrumite, he look like Steve Harvey.
You're dirty for that. I saw someone say that on Twitter today too, and I'm just like, oh, come on.
Does he not? Like, it's like... Yo, you good?
No. That was crazy, bro. Who was gonna think?
You didn't see
I'm
it?
snotting like Viola Davis.
You didn't.
I saw it. I understand. That's why I'm crying, because you got out here, and now I'm thinking he needed a suit. I'm too black for you to say Steve Harvey was in Invincible. Okay? I can't do this.
But no, bro, he literally came back with his freaking intestines in his hand.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah.
Like, dude, such a wild show,
Lucan is not one to mess with for sure.
For real, man. Like, hold up, Thor. Did you read the comics of Invincible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your opinion on the adaptation of it? Like, is it true to what you remember from the comic books, or is it kind of they're doing their own thing?
I mean, sorry, I'm still crying.
Oh, my bad.
I'm not okay. I'm just trying to relax because we're trying to get over it. Bro, I'm not. That was the funniest thing you've ever said. Oh, my God. I can't believe
we're clipping that one up.
And you said it so quick. He said, yeah, the Steve Harvey Viltrumite. What you mean?
Like, we were all supposed to know what he was talking about.
Yeah, like, what?
I did, though. I did know exactly what
he was when I thought about it. At first, I'm like, Steve Harvey wasn't in on this show.
Like, that's his name, right?
Right.
I was just like, I didn't remember his name. My bad.
Yeah, you killed but anyway, yes.
But back to your question though about like the comics going to the show, I gotta say I've said this in like all my reviews, and like I just will keep repeating it over and over because I have to. This show, the way in which it adapts the storyline from the comics is just like genius. It's absolutely perfect, and not only so this episode in particular that we're talking about, episode 4. I would say is the most streamlined from the books as far as like how it plays out. It's like literally you could pick out pages from it, especially during the fight. There's one scene in particular.
Somebody did that on Twitter. Yeah. The same. Did you see that?
Yeah, literally from the comic book. But what makes it interesting and what makes it so exciting is that they are jumping around with storylines. Like we could get like 3-4 different storylines from the comic in one episode of Invincible. Wow. And I think so like episode 2, I want to say we jump from like from issue like 16 all the way to like issue 24, and like shit that's happening there they placed in where we're at in the season. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just like they do it in such a way to where it makes sense for the show and it highlights themes from the comics in a better way without changing anything. Like everything is exactly the same. Again, in a lot of episodes, you could literally take page for page from the comic to the screen, but the way in which they're mix matching storylines is just like I said, it's genius. I don't know how Kirkman is deciding where to place things, but it's so good. And if we're talking like comic accuracy, like I said, it's like a lot of this stuff is 1-to-1 translations. The only big differences, at least that I've noticed, and I think this is kind of their intention, is within the motivations of our characters, right? So in the book with this latest episode with Mark and Omni-Man reuniting, right? In the show, we can swear on here, right?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I didn't want to be going crazy. In the show, Mark is very much like, no, fuck you, Dad. Right. Fuck you, Omni-Man. Like, I don't forgive you for all this shit that happened. In the book, he is much more like, okay, Dad, like, you need my help? Okay, like, He's very much more, and like, he even goes as far as like begs him to come back to Earth. Wow. And is like, please come back to me and Mom. So I enjoy, like I said, the major changes for me in the show come from our characters and how they interact with each other. We see that with Debbie, Mark's mom as well.
It's almost more realistic. Sorry, not to cut you off. The way you just put those two together, it's almost like they tried to just be like, okay, this was really happening in real life. It would be this way, not that. You know what I mean?
100%.
Which is kind of a great thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah, and Debbie, right? So in the books, Debbie, which I mean, we see hints of this in the show, but like she's straight up like an alcoholic, like just down bad as fuck. There's even a scene where she straight up blames Mark to his face, saying like, why did you have to fight him and make him leave, talking about Omni-Man in the show. But you guys seen in the show, she is much more in charge of herself and of her emotions. And and again, these are the kind of changes that they're making from the book as opposed to like storyline changes. And again, I just think it makes the show better. It makes the book better. Like upon rereading the book, I think it makes it better. And it's just, I cannot pray it. They call it the greatest superhero story in the universe for a reason. I can't sing the praises enough. I think it's just so good.
Wow. You smoked that, my friend. But two, again, that's another thing like what you said that made me think about House of Dragon. Like it gives them more props from me to know that they can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to make it better and a better experience and just more real, I guess, and still be good in the show. It makes sense. And it's not like, oh yeah, I did a stretch, but I see what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's perfect. So the fact that you peeped all that, like that's crazy work on their part for like, you know what I mean? Making it, just putting that together that way. That's fire. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, and I guess we'll get part 2 of Invincible in January.
We didn't even get to talk about what happened besides the death, because you talking about Steve Harvey. I can't get over it. I couldn't get over it. I don't even want to talk about it. He called the Viltrumite Steve Harvey. Also, he low-key looked like, but they already got him in the world, don't they? The boy from Family Matters.
Oh,
he looking like him too. Yeah, a little bit, but they already got him in that world, so you can't really do that. But anyway, just a little bit though. But I can't believe you called him Steve Harvey. What? Yes, the ending. That ending was yeah.
What's Mark gonna do? Man?
That's a real question. Also, like, how he getting home?
That's mine too. I don't think he
is all the bug people dead? Because it feel like it is, except the kid and the mom
and his mom. Yeah, they got to be dead, right? They were talking trash about how, like, no, not them, everybody else. Yeah, like they were saying how just like easy to kill them and what they're like twig. Like I'm like, they probably all dead, right? Didn't they not even get them in time? Like fight them in time? I'm talking about Omni-Man and Invincible. Wouldn't they have already killed all them before they got to them, or did they just pull up on them? Or like, let me kill y'all so I can kill your peoples? You know what I'm trying to say?
A lot of them was dead though at the end.
Right. That's why I'm like, they probably all are dead.
Yeah. Unless they found a place to hide.
Right. This is too many questions. I don't know. And you talking about what Mark gonna do? The Mark that what I believe him to be, like why I bang with Mark so much, I just feel like he's gonna come up with some type of Avengers ass plan to get everybody together. Isn't it? Because he can't win. He can't do it, and he can't tell them no to hit their face. He can't. There's no way he's gonna be like, I'm not gonna do that.
A gang of Viltrumites.
I know. Call Steve Harvey. I don't know,
bro. We saw what happened to the Guardians with just Mark and Omni-Man. That's 2 Viltrumites.
Why don't they get that Lion Man?
Get what Alan.
Oh my God, dude.
They did
We're
Alan
talking
dirty.
about an army. Like,
I know, and it's not even just an army. It seems like thousands of them.
Zen just said, look what 3 of them did to Alan. And Alan's whole thing is that he was literally created to fight them.
Oh my God.
And 3 of them
took him
just
apart,
demolished him.
Well, what you want me to do? If I'm Mark, what you want me to do? That's how I would feel, bro. It's like,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you both a question about this. Now, I know obviously superhero stuff, the main hero usually is not supposed to kill the villain, but do y'all think like Mark is gonna have to like?
Yes.
Okay.
It's personally, I don't. You know stuff. You know, in my opinion, just someone that doesn't. Okay, cool.
For me, I know a little bit too, but I just
got it. Okay, yeah. For my opinion, just watching it has no connection. I would just assume he has to eventually. Look at what's going on.
Like, I'm even thinking of that final fight when he was fighting the Viltrumite.
Yeah.
He hesitated and she stabbed him with the hair.
And like, you almost died. Like, right? It's like
literally, she looked at him and was like, for real?
Like, bro. She really
like,
did.
What do you want me to do? I'm here now. Bow. Like, what? I'm like,
and it sucks. It's a lot of, and I don't know, I feel like that's a big theme that they're going for in the show too, the whole him not killing thing. They're definitely pulling that like strong with him. But yeah, bro, I don't know. He might gotta be anti-hero or something. I don't know, bro. Like, you're gonna have to hurt somebody. Like, they are doing you bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know stuff. That's what that was.
I'm not gonna say
I saw the. I knew that face so bad. He did one of those. I'm gonna shut up right now because if I say something.
I got one more thing about Invincible before we move on. And I haven't seen nobody said this. If I'm wrong, point it out. But
okay,
the Viltrumites really gave me Saiyan energy. If anybody watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, super like
the way they move. I think I might have seen someone.
like just the whole this like the how the Saiyans came and pulled up was like, yo, we're the best race. Da 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 da. The Saiyans. I
haven't seen like that. I haven't seen that.
It just felt like that when I seen them pull up to that.
No, I get that.
Planet,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It gave me that real Saiyan energy.
Yeah, I get
you know
that.
What I mean, like Vegeta in them. But,
that makes sense too.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of from similar
kind of.
Yeah, similar place. Come from similar places
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Mark in trouble.
He is.
Part 2 is gonna get crazy. That's all
I'm
gotta
excited,
say.
bro.
We thought part 1 was crazy.
Somebody on
hold on to your butts.
I think Twitter already spoiled me something, but it wasn't a bad one. It was more like, ooh, exciting because Mark needs it anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too. I want to preface for everyone out there and like for people that are like, oh, I think I've seen a spoiler or whatever.
Right,
I was just talking about, the show is doing a really great job, an interesting job with not changing things, like I said, just like placing things in different areas. So even if you have read the books and like know what's coming, I really think that it's anyone's guess what direction they could take it.
Good call.
Nah, same.
Nah, you talking for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go, man. It felt like it just ended so fast.
It did feel like maybe because that fight was so much, bro. Or are you saying the whole part one? No, I agree. Sorry, that's different.
We got to the end. I'm like, damn.
No, right already? Yeah. Because was it 4 eps? It is, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did not feel like
4 and out. Quick 4 and out.
January though, because I'm gonna need that thing like.
I heard that around. I don't know. They didn't make it.
That's a rumor.
I don't think so. We'll see. I'm hoping January.
Somebody call Seth Rogen. I mean, he got less time if Alan is unconscious for 6. But all right, let's do it. I cannot believe you said Steve Harvey was a Viltruman. I'm like never gonna forgive you for that. That set me off. I can't believe what I heard. I can't believe you said that. Okay, look, I'm about to have tears again.
All right, next one is Pedro. Pedro. So we missed this. I think this happened right after the episode came out.
It literally did the next day or
so we didn't get a
day.
chance to talk about Pedro, possibly rumored.
Man, don't even do that. Pedro is Mr. Fantastic.
Possibly.
we don't gotta play around the rules.
Only reason I'm playing with that,
talking like we got lawyers.
Right? I'm like,
no. The only reason I'm doing that is because I feel like they would have
confirmed it.
It's been a minute now.
Yeah, I respect
what's the whole, like what Matt Shackman say? He said, "Yo, after the strike, we're gonna find out who the cast is."
Right, you going to the source? He like, bro, if he's saying, "What we doing?" Like, I hear you.
Yeah,
I feel like we should have knew that, but whatever. Yo. But you know, Pedro.
I don't believe anything till we hear it from Feige.
Exactly,
himself.
And I agree.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm playing with. I know.
I feel like people made their mind up that Pedro's read. So like,
how funny would it be if he popped out and would?
And it
oh my god,
that would be crazy.
And it would be like somebody like we never heard of or something. That would honestly be funny.
People with the crazy Photoshop work.
Right, like, just to do all that. They're like, I took time, Kevin.
But no, what are your thoughts real quick? Because I know this is like, what's your thoughts?
What
I'm just saying real quick, what's your thoughts?
Oh, we're just going to make a little quick joke. Okay, I hear you. I thought you had a hot take or something. I didn't know what's going on. I ain't know.
Maybe I might have.
I feel like that's kind of what I see.
But you go first.
All right, bad. I like this. I at first wasn't sure, not because I don't think he's phenomenal. I really think he's phenomenal. I've seen him, like, again, I was saying to you, I've seen him in a lot of movies, and I feel like at least people that we normally talk to seen him in. Like, most people just know Mandalorian, Last of Us, Wonder Woman. Some people don't even remember that was him in Wonder Woman, just because it was so different of a role, if you kind of know what I'm saying. So, but I've seen him in plentiful things more than that I really enjoyed him in. So for me, I was just thrown off. Just, bro, Pedro is like, he like Beyonce of actors right now. Does that make sense? Or like Taylor Swift of actors right now? Right now.
Both of those are wild.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying we've seen his name a lot.
Popular.
All right, man. I said right now. I'm trying. All right, because I'm not doing that. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
I'm just breaking.
I know. But you know, because I don't want to get. They're gonna say that I'm out here saying Pedro better than Denzel or something. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just saying. But you know what I mean, though, right? Yeah, super popping, especially this year and last year. Like when Last of Us was on, it was you just heard Pedro.
He's hot, man.
Super hot. Yeah, and that's fire. So because of that, like you and I feel like most people are saying that don't like it are just like, man, I see Pedro. I don't know if I see the character that I'm looking for, which is Reed Richards. But for me, it's like, bro, I seen him again. I played Last of Us. I see Joel before I saw
Pedro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you don't see Joel when you see Last of Us?
No, I mean I still see Pedro, but like I'm able to, I don't know.
Really? But you look at him, you watch Last
Also,
of Us.
I don't really know Joel, so it's not.
There we go. Now I'm being dumb. You don't got a connection.
I don't have a connection with the character
that makes
already.
sense. That completely makes
So
sense.
like,
there we go.
It's with like Mr. Fantastic. It is a little different.
You have a
We've
connection.
Seen other iterations of him.
Yes.
And I might, from the comic books and stuff, seeing the animated series, seeing a certain version of him in my head.
That actually might help you for your comparison, though. Because what I'm saying is, like, with Last of Us, I had something to go off of. Because I've seen and played with Joel, right? But, like, for you don't have that with Pedro so far, right?
What?
Everything that Pedro's done has been a new thing, technically, for you. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
For the most part, yeah.
Right? So I feel like that
as far as characters he's played,
characters he's played. Sorry. So because of that, I feel like the perspective might help you for him to he might got a little more leg room than you think to be
Read
a little bit. If that makes sense. If I do the math of it.
Well, all right, I'm gonna give you my point now because I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on Pedro. Yeah, because I like Pedro a lot, and I feel like Pedro's a great actor. Yeah. Going back to your point, we've seen him do such a range of different things, from Game of Thrones to Last of Us to
Narcos. He's in several several different Netflix shows. I was about to say
such a range
several different Netflix
of characters
things,
he's played. I just felt like I don't know. I also feel like it might have been the fact that they've been throwing these names out there for forever, bro. Every week it was like during the summer. I swear it was a new name. It was a new person allegedly going to be Reed Richards. So I feel like you throwing a lot of these other actors out there, and then you throw the Pedro. I just wasn't super like. That's who I want to be the guy.
Right, because maybe now you got so many visions and ideas and all this stuff. Yeah. The media be messing
like one week you heard Dev Patel, and I'm like, oh, that's different.
And I was banging with Dev.
Yeah, and then it's like one week, oh, no, Adam Driver's the one.
Right.
And it's like, oh.
And I was banging with Adam,
okay, that might not be my first pick, but I'm with that. And then it's like, now Pedro Pascal, they think he's really the one. All right, bro. When you
put it like that, when you actually put it like that,
everyone says it, right?
Yeah,
right. It's just everyone's like, "Oh, this is who it is, Adam Driver," right? It's like, whatever.
Yeah, right.
It does hurt though, because I feel bad a little bit just for your perspective, because I know you're not the only one that was like, "Bro, at this point, I needed to be." Like Leonardo DiCaprio, like they're probably just like I needed to be the one. I don't even know who the one is. Do you even know for you? And that's not even a bad thing. You might not even know for you who the one is.
I really wanted.
Who you want? Do you know who you feel like honestly, would be the best? Now you wanted
my best,
yes,
like my personal best.
Feel like would be the best at it. Shit, we don't know if Pedro did it. It's fine.
I think no disrespect to Pedro. Obviously, we love Pedro. But my personal best probably would have been
if it's out of names you heard or not. That's kind of my point too. That's like specifically my point.
I'm gonna keep it at being maybe because I've been sitting with this name for the longest time.
Okay.
Adam, I wasn't mad at Adam.
We were the only two. Were you Adam? We actually weren't
Driver,
against Adam.
I wasn't mad at Adam.
I get why people weren't.
I wasn't mad at it.
Right.
I wasn't mad at
wasn't
it.
Your choice though.
I wasn't like, oh yes.
Understand.
Right?
Understand for sure. And honestly, I feel like his was only for us was just because. Same thing what I'm saying with Pedro, like
with that,
he versatile too.
Exactly, like too. And I feel like that was one of the names that was like lingering the longest outside of
like Margot,
now.
right?
Yeah. His name been lingering for a long ass time, so I felt like
you got used to it.
I kind of like got used to it. Like, oh, if that's who it's going to be.
Yeah, you got demoitis for casting.
They didn't people dropping Boss Logic. I heard dropping concept art. It's like, oh, all right. I think that. All right, I see the vision.
They messed you up, bro. I'm seeing it. I'm like, wow, they messed your whole view up, bro.
Man.
Oh man, they got him, dog.
Boss Logic got his ass.
Boss Logic got me, dog.
Thor, what about you, though? So how do you feel about the Pedro thing in general, and then two? Who was your person after that?
So for me, I really liked the Pedro thing. And so this isn't even coming from I think he will be an amazing Reed Richards or anything like that. This is all just coming from, I think Pedro is just a great actor. And it's also just from my personal experience, like you, Caesar, I was a fan of Last of Us before the show came out. I played the games. I had a very personal invested relationship with Joel before the show started.
Yep.
And when I first saw that Pedro was cast as Joel,
you did not like
I wasn't mad.
But you were
I wouldn't say I didn't like it, but my first thought was like, oh, that wouldn't have been my first choice, but like, let's see where it goes. Right. And it was like, I don't necessarily see it, but hey, dude's a good actor. So let's see. And then the show came out. And I'm just like, holy fuck.
That was me.
Like,
same exact space. Yeah.
But like, this dude is Joel. And so after that, I just have complete faith on Pedro in the sense of like, if he is Reed Richards, I think he'll crush it. And whatever his version of it, I think will be great. And I think it's to some people, like you guys are similar age to me, I'm pretty sure. I'm old enough to remember when people were hating on Heath Ledger being Joker or Robert Downey being Iron Man. And I mean, we can even go as far back as like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, before
Batman,
us, right?
Before I was even born.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think people need to remember actors' jobs are to act. His job is to embody another person and become somebody else. True. So it's like, if you have a little bit of faith in this, even if it's not Pedro, any actor's ability, just have faith that they can execute the job. And I'll also say too, on top of all this, when has Marvel dropped, regardless of how you feel about the movies, right? When has
he got one, but he was
dropped the
disrespectful
ball on casting?
You talking that talk right now? He got one. I know you do.
I say, who
You're
would they
absolutely
drop
right.
the ball?
But my only drop the ball was
one?
Cassie. Was Cassie
He
Lang.
hates Cassie Lang.
Yeah.
And you wanna? I gotta put something in there real quick. What movie did I watch? Me and Avery watched. It was an older movie. I think it was like, y'all know the movie Cock Blockers? It's like a rom-com, John, but it's like about parents and.
I feel like I do actually.
It came out like 5 years ago. Super.
Tina Fey in it?
Nah,
No,
bro.
that sounded like something she was in.
It was sturdy though. If y'all seen it, it's just an older. John Cena's in it though.
Okay.
Anyway, it's pretty. It's actually not. It's really actually a sturdy movie. Just no one cared to go buy that, so no one. It didn't do anything. Anyway, this was probably like that movie was probably shot like 3-4 years ago, but she looks similar. Cassie, she's in there, right, playing somebody's daughter.
The current Cassie.
Yes, and she's playing about to go into college age. Like that's literally like a part of the story is that the age she's in, but the writing in that and the role she played in there was so exact to that girl that I was like, damn, girl, I don't know if you just weren't, you made me almost see it. Me watching this movie made me see why you didn't like Cassie. It's basically what I'm about to say right now. Because I was like, damn, when I think of Ant-Man's daughter from the Endgame scene, that one little scene in Endgame, her as a little girl, just the way they portrayed the character, it just really wasn't the same girl. It was almost like she grew up and was a whole different person. And that happens, but like we didn't see the transition, so it was just like,
person.
you know, and it literally wasn't hard. You barring up today. You on some shit. Oh my god, I gotta go get you a Steve Harvey suit. Like, no, but seriously, though, I'm watching this role, and she killed that role that I was watching. Excuse me, but again, it was for that movie. It was for that situation she was in, and I was like, damn, it's not this girl's fault. I thought about it, I'm like, if she didn't not do good, she probably did pretty well for what they were giving her, but it didn't make sense. Like the way they wrote it out, remember y'all said she was woke and stuff. And by the way, I thought all of it made, y'all said that, well, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do what y'all did. I'm black, I'm allowed to say woke, don't do that. Anyway, I'm just saying, y'all was saying stuff, and even though to me it did make sense. You in there. You in there right now. You were saying something.
Me?
You wasn't trouble-worthy, but you was some stuff. No, I'm just playing. But no, even though some of those things were real, I think some of it made sense to her character and some didn't. But the weight of her just being like this, like, yeah, really excited and real, I don't know. I saw this movie and I was like, damn, it's not this actress's fault. But now I feel bad because Zen got me seeing why she shouldn't have been Cassie. And I'm sick about it.
Too late now. They put the brand on her back.
He said he put the brand on her back. That's crazy. She has all the ants, the entire ant family is on her back right now, on her shoulders.
That's facts.
Oh, man.
She's the next generation.
I don't like you saying it because I feel like you spicy with this right now. I don't mind you guys. I thought you did a fine job. Well, I just saw what he said.
As long as we got Kamala, we good.
Honestly, no joke. Not even just Kamala. We got Kamala and
Haley
and Kate. Yeah. And Kate's sturdy.
Yeah,
so we good. We good. And I like what's his name? Look at us getting the MCU talk. I like last one. Sorry, I like the kid that played Elijah. We just haven't seen him play the role yet. Like really, but he seemed like he's a sturdy actor from what we saw in the show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The black hair, right?
Yeah.
He seemed like it'd be good.
From what we heard, this is the last MCU thing.
I know, right? It's hard, bro. We love it
I
here.
say, like, I haven't heard anything of him supposed to be in Cap 4.
I know.
And I kind of wish we did. That would have been dope. But
He might be a little cam that we ain't hear about.
I would hope so.
Don't say it
They
like
dropping all everybody else getting a kid spinoff.
not
Get
spinoff.
it going.
You being hilarious right now. Zen, did you drink something before you got here? Why are you so funny today? Wait, what spinoff are you hearing about?
No, every Marvel
kid.
movie lately been getting a little kid, and they like
Yes.
Right, they got a child.
You're not saying they're literally getting a spinoff. You're saying they're putting in the
like a kid
the story
in it.
though
It's
in the
little,
story.
It's a kid in there somewhere.
But his was that right? You feel like?
Yeah, but again, we haven't seen him do anything else with that.
Involving him as that character,
because everybody
right?
else kind of got set up.
Right.
Like,
you're right.
You know,
did everybody get 2
Hawkeye.
shots though? Didn't everybody get 2 chances? That's why. Wiccan we've seen twice. We about to see Wiccan and Billy twice, right? We about to see them twice. Kamala twice.
But she got a show to set her up.
Right, so that would be 1. Right.
Hawkeye.
Right.
That whole show was set
But that's
her
her
up.
1. Right.
Yeah.
Are you kind of saying maybe he should get a shot? Is that what
No. We just didn't set him up as being Patriot. It was just like,
as Patriot. We just set the person up. Got you now. Got you. So you just kind of want to see a little boop somewhere. Do you? You feel
everybody else could. I mean, the team is there. You just gotta give an event to throw them everybody together.
But I'm almost thinking if everybody cool besides him, throw his ass in Young Avengers. Be like, yo, we heard.
Oh, and just do it in a movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Cool.
We heard he got some serum. He good. Give him a shield.
Give him a shield.
Hey,
give this man a shield. You know,
everybody. So
he do. I'm sure he got a file on him.
Yeah, he's got him in the files for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Kamala, right? Kamala got the files.
She do.
She good. And did you see that? That's fun. Did you see that Iman called him out? Not the actor, but she was saying specifically she wanted to. She said Patriot, and it was 2 other names. She was like, "We haven't
Patriot and Nova."
Thank you. It was Nova Patriot. Yes, and she was like, "We ain't see that." Basically, she was like, "So what's up?" It kind of was the quote. Did you see the quote?
Yeah.
It was just something small,
I
but
feel
it made
like,
me feel like
this is the last MCU thing. I feel
we can do this all day.
We really can. We really can.
And look at that. I can do this all day.
You see?
No, I'm barring up. Y'all missing it, man. To your left, on your left. All right now. Steve Harvey.
I feel like eventually she's gonna slip up on some Tom Holland shit and just say the wrong thing. I feel like she might have already did, low-key.
Or maybe she know. That's why she the GOAT. She knows.
Nah, she's good.
She's trained,
good,
bro.
solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost agree with you. Now I was like, nah, I'm gonna give her the credit. Nah.
I was like, are you talking about the Young Avengers thing? Is
Yeah, like slip up a little bit. She might be.
I think that's I mean, not bullshit. The way I took that is so when she said that, right before that, she's talking about her taking up the Nick Fury role, like in the scene of the Marvels. Right. Mm-hmm. So she says, "I'm taking up the Nick Fury role and then shooting Young Avengers." I mean, this is how I take it. I think she just kind of misspoke, and she was meaning Young Avengers as in that scene. Like they probably called that scene on set the Young Avengers scene or whatever whatever they.
You
called
could be
it.
talking right now.
No, that's how I took it. I don't think that they're. First of all, there's no way they're shooting Young Avengers yet. Like there's
shooting
movies currently shooting. Right now.
Wait, is that what y'all saying right now? She said the word shooting, like in that way.
She said shooting Young Avengers. That's what she said. And like people took that and ran with it.
Oh yeah, she definitely misspoke for sure. Because in my mind, I didn't even take it like that. But again, I missed the shooting part. I thought she was saying, basically like the thing she be doing where she be messing with Kevin through interviews, where she'll like, Kevin, listen to me. I got an idea, or like right, but like doing it without him actually giving a damn about what you know what I'm trying to say. That's how I took it. Like she was just like, oh yeah, but we do Young Avengers. Kevin, no, we going like that. Yeah, but now that you say she shoot, Kevin might have hit her like, yo. It was funny before. What we doing?
Yeah. No, I think it
messing the bread.
Just kind of misunderstood. She misspoke, and it was just a perfect storm of both those things.
It was.
You just see people in suits just walking in the room.
Oh my god!
It's like,
I said you're killing it today, bro. Oh, because we can't even talk about. We can't even talk about. I know, bro. He going crazy. We can't even talk about my man's. Well, come on, Professor X. I can't think his name right now. Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
She'd never be as bad as him. They need to sit him down.
Bro,
I'm not even trying to be funny.
So
I love
old,
him.
Though,
He's old,
like,
bro.
He don't really give a fuck.
But that's the point. He's too old, bro.
He's like, Kevin, come see me.
Bro, why are y'all so interviewing him? Like, yo, the fact that Kevin and Disney never allow him to
and I seen that interview clip. She walked him right into that too. The way she
knew.
Like,
she knew.
So yeah, we know about Secret Wars. Do you think that you were making an appearance in that movie? Like, we just have a feeling that you might show up.
And before she even finished, bro, like in the middle of what you said, he talking about some this. I'm like, all right, yo, Patrick, bro, you need to go in your trailer. Like, you should not be out here. And then he got his first answer after this. The chuckle is possibly. It's a possibility, bro. If you didn't just say yes, there's no other. Like, you just said yes. Oh I don't know. I feel like they do be walking him into them, especially him. They know the people that is going to snitch and going to steal them secrets.
He said a possibility.
You ain't never.
Well, yo, that's a great segue.
It is.
To you talking about somebody saying stuff. We got Bob Iger's comments. He's been saying some stuff.
What? Yeah. You need to take a nap after this. You need to go straight to bed. I don't know what you could do. You tired. He's delusional. He's talking about people. This is a great transition. Now it's people talking about stuff.
All right, here we go.
This is fun. All right, you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna read off what it says. We were looking for the real quote, but like this, we got this from Discussing Film. So if you got any real smoke, say Discussing Film.
Oh, snap.
Holler at them.
And it is part of the full quote. It is still what he said. It is the quote,
Right.
but not
So,
the whole.
Bob Iger says creators at Disney have lost sight of what their job should be: entertain first, not messages. He added that the stories infused with positive messages for the world can be great, but that it shouldn't be the primary job.
And now we are just reacting.
What?
Yeah, right. I know Thor about to come, so I'm going to wait. Let me go first. Oh, you ain't hear that?
No,
Oh,
you didn't
hear that for real?
that was exciting. Okay, I'm going to go first, right? Which is interesting because I might be in a little... I'm like 60-40. I was going to say I was right 50-50 on my opinion with it. Bob... It's like, no, I want a job, Bob. Don't get me in trouble. I'm just playing. But I get... Let me do that. I get what he's trying to do, because you know me, I'm on the pro side. I'm positive gang over here. I'd rather the messages. I love Soul. I love what's the joint they making a sequel to? Inside Out. And I'm Disney gang, so like you don't even got to talk to me. I'm here for all of it personally, right? But it does suck when you think about the last few movies, like the ones I just named, not those specifically, but like ones. Strange World, all these recent Johns, Elemental, which again is a really deep, very woke, not woke. Look at me taking y'all goddamn words. But you know what I'm saying? Very pro-positive, talking about racism, talking about... That movie's literally about immigration. Like, no, it's just with elements. It's kind of very deep. So, like, even though those movies are really good, they're not hitting for people. I don't know what it is. If it's you can get into that too, but I don't know if it's a bulk of America. I don't know. Maybe certain demographics being like, I'm not taking my child there. And some of them got a lot of kids, so you know what I'm saying? That takes away some seats in a theater. I'm just putting the map, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is, but it sucks because the last couple have been very message strong while making a sturdy film. People just not seeing it. It's not like people watching them and they're like, this sucks. Because I didn't hear people say Elemental was trash. Or Strange World is like, I didn't hear people saying these are bad movies. I just heard people be like, I don't feel like I was going to spend my money to do it, which is just the comfortable thing that's not really against the movie. You know, there's like little things that are making, it's like the Marvels thing. It's a lot of things making this be negative. It's not the movie, you know? So I just feel kind of...
external factors.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's hitting your movie crazy, but now you're making it look, now he got it, you know?
Yeah.
It just looks weird now. So I'm like, is he right? I guess technically, because they have to make money. They're losing bread bad. Like the last
bread.
3-4 movies are
they-
literally flop. Not even like flops for them. They're making no money. So I'm like, damn, bro, this is sad. Because actually, you know, he just gonna make some. Like, I don't want to see no Disney movie that's like stupid. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's just kids. I don't know, just some dumb stuff because they're just trying to make money now. And I'm like, I bang with Lightyear, bro. Like I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, that's my take. Thor, rip his
Thor,
ass.
what you think?
Rip his ass. Get him.
I mean, so for the comment itself, right? For what he said, that is a businessman fucking answer, right? That is, which it's like, I can't be mad about it necessarily because he's a fucking businessman, right? But coming from the creative side of it, and like if I could speak for like the creators and the people that actually, you know, work on this shit, in my opinion, I think that movies that have that underlying message that we're talking about here, that's what really connects with people, right? And these movies that really have strong connections and messages are always going to impact people more so than something that is just made for entertainment purposes. And in my opinion, I think that if you stop making art or whatever it is without that behind it, it's gonna be the opposite of what they're hoping for, and people will not gravitate towards that because, in my opinion, again, that's just something people can pick up on. There's just something innate about something that's made with purpose and meaning, and something that's not. And I think that will translate to audiences whether you want it to or not. But in the sense of where things are at, though, like you said, I think that unfortunately there's a lot of external factors affecting these movies, which are, in other words, really great. and they speak to different demographics of people that have never been spoken to before. And I don't want to go on too long of a tangent about all this, but I saw this personally with Strange World, the movie you were just talking about. I was lucky enough, I got to see Strange World early. I did a review for it. I even got to go to the Disney lot and sit with the animators and all this stuff, all this cool stuff. And I loved that movie. I thought it was really good. I thought the messaging was really great. What they did with the sun, I thought was amazing.
You're talking right now. Yes.
Yeah. And then when it came out, I was like, what is going on? Like, I was just so baffled. And even under my review for the movie, I was getting like, this is woke garbage trash. I'm not taking my kids to get indoctrinated. Like, it's just disgusting. The worst type of things you can imagine, and the worst kind of people. And I think that right now, unfortunately, that side is just a lot louder. Ooh, right?
That hit me in my back, you said.
Damn. It's unfortunate, and it's killing a lot of these really great movies. And I think that the answer to this is not stop making things with deep messages and that appeal to different people. To me, it's promote it more, get it out there to the people that it's meant to get out there to. And again, don't push back on it. Like, again, we need to be louder. The people that do like these movies, if this movie does speak to you, if you do understand the message that they're trying to get out, go see the movie. I know, and especially like this was coming off of COVID and all that stuff, and I wasn't even going to the theater like that. But it's like, if you want more of this stuff, we need to talk with our dollars. Going back to, like I said, he's talking from a business perspective, so it's like, what he's saying isn't necessarily wrong, but the way and people are taking it is wrong. And so if we support this kind of stuff, we need to really support it, and we need to be loud and vocal about it, even louder than the people that are, again, the worst of the worst of our society. We can't let them drown out our voices as well. So that's what I think about it. And I know that was kind of a long-winded take about it.
Thor is the Martin Luther King of nerd culture. That's what I'm about to say. You made me feel like we got to go riot. We got to go march in the streets. I don't know what you have to do, because just for movies, I'm about to march and be like, pay $20 for a ticket. So that don't really make sense. But bro, you killed that so much. And I just want to say one thing before, if you had something to say on this, about your take, which really someone poked out about this on Twitter, saying it sucks what Iger is saying, even though what you said about the business standpoint, that is where he's coming from. But they were saying it sucks because it makes Iger almost be like, bro, do you not remember that every Disney movie that we grew up on had a message? And I was like, damn, like it made me forget. I was like, oh shit, every Disney Channel show, episode of a Disney Channel show, every movie had a message. Even if the movie or whatever was silly or whatever was going on, Emperor's New Groove, he is an asshole that whole movie. And the point is, don't be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like they teach you every time. So I'm like, damn, it is almost like he forget what the hell. The way he said it, it's like, unless he's aware of what I'm saying, of that person saying.
I'm also curious because, like, obviously with this quote, it's like super vague. So it's like, not to like get up into like, yo, what you mean? What you exactly talking about? Point it out, because like obviously, right, coming from a business perspective, there's something behind that. It's obviously looking at the box office for certain things that I don't know if creatively, like from behind the scenes, it was like, all right, so this movie is going to be whatever it's going to be. Exactly, right? And then him being able to look at basically like the spreadsheet or whatever and be like, oh, all right, so y'all wanted to do that and that didn't work. So exactly.
And that's what he's saying. And that's why I got it. Once you said the businessman shit, I'm like, yeah, it's that. He straight up was just like, numbers, and sorry, love y'all, but I don't care. And I get that, but it's like, damn, bro, y'all ain't about to have.
But that's not going to make good art.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not going to result in good product. It's the same conversation with like the AI shit, right? Like AI can write me a Captain America movie, but it's not going to be. There's not going to be any feeling behind it, right? It's different than someone who is a writer putting in their own thoughts, emotions, experiences, and feelings. Like, I don't care how good a computer is, it's never going to do that. And I think it translates to, like you were just saying, what Iger's looking at. Like, yes, you can look at the monetary numbers and follow these trends, but if there's no substance underneath that, it's not going to be. You can follow whatever system, graphs, trends that you want, but it's not going to work out that way because, again, people can pick up on that.
Yeah,
man.
Question for y'all, real quick, about not necessarily about what Iger said in general, but like him looking at the business and of movie making and him coming to that conclusion for Disney. But do y'all look at like some of the more recent box office like numbers for some of the and there's some things like you got the Marvels who people it seemed like they made their mind up before the movie even came out what they thought about the movie, but that movie obviously underperforming. Wish underperforming.
And Wish is so sad. I heard that movie's really like a classic Disney joint. I'm hearing the reviews of it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Then something like Napoleon, which
that flopped too.
Apparently.
No. When did that drop yet? That
came out. Yeah.
Damn, that's
I think like last week or so.
Yeah. And it might be something else I'm missing, but we're just seeing like a wide range of movies. It's not like something that you can quote unquote consider.
I hear you.
Right?
Okay.
Like with the Marvels, with people having their biases on why they didn't like it, you're looking at something like
Wish that has nothing to do with
any of that, or even Napoleon.
That would Napoleon maybe Napoleon. Yeah,
but you would think that would be like, this is that kind of movie that people is going to appeal to a certain crowd of people.
And let's be honest, specifically white people will go to the ones that maybe wouldn't like the ones that we talking about. I'm surprised with that with Napoleon.
Yeah, I'm just wondering too. To y'all, do y'all think what factors do y'all think that's equating to like this wide range of movies not doing well at the box office? Do y'all think that people are more inclined to go to something that's more of an event?
That's just
know what I mean.
What's the movies that I feel like unless if you're making like unless if the IP of your genre like Hunger Games is doing really good, right? So think about it, it's Hunger Games.
That, I don't know, but I think so.
It's ridiculous. They said the budget was like 100 something, and it made over 220 already.
Oh, so
like it's in its first week or 2 weeks. So it's doing well, right? Like, but again, an IP, people know that, John. Hunger Games, we all got a connection. Boom, that's easy money, right? Something like Super Mario Bros, where it broke a record. IP, people connected to it.
Because I feel like we're coming off like Mario, Barbie, Oppenheimer, these three movies.
I would say Barbenheimer.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But again,
that was an event though.
But that's a good
event.
That was an event. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, and I was about to say last year, 2 years ago was Top Gun, same thing, event. Or Connection, same thing, right? So that's probably the only way. I don't think a movie that can just be like a movie. I don't, like I've just. I don't know. You definitely can't have an independent film in the theater. You should not even be trying to put that in the theaters in 2024. Like, stream that, John.
Yeah.
I think a part of this is just post-COVID stuff. Like, people getting used to being at home, bro. Like, the tickets going up at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, also economically, things are in a little swing. You know what I mean? So, like, it does feel like that also might play a factor.
I think
like,
it all is,
all right, do we feel like this movie deserves the money we have this month to go out to the movies? And
let's be real, bro. We do that.
Yeah.
And I love all these joints. I'll be wanting to see them. I'll be like, I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, it's life. But it sucks.
Bro, shit's
hearing
expensive.
this. It's as hell, man.
Yeah. Yes.
It's crazy when I said to Amber the other day, I was like, yeah, bro, me and Zen got a matinee joint for like $13. It was great. She was like, $13 was good. I was like, damn, that's sad, ain't it? But I was like, yes, it is. I was like, today's time? Oh my God, it's amazing. I didn't even tell her we got it for $9. No, I'm just playing.
She don't know.
No, but it's just sad to hear that. She reminded me, she was like, I miss when them joints was like $9. I was like, fuck me, I feel old. Like, I'm like, damn, like, you're right. It's a lot of this. All of that is the reasons why these movies are doing bad. Because I want to see every movie you just said. I want to go see Napoleon. I might not right now, like in this moment. I want to see Napoleon. I want to see Wish. I want to see all of them. But so it just sucks because it's just like movies might not even make it as long as in a theater as you want to go. Like, sometimes you'll wait to see a movie. You might not be able to do that nowadays because you have to go see it before it's out.
Yeah, and
you know
it's
what
on
I mean?
Streaming and then
there you go. I guess you just watch it at the crib.
Yeah, it's interesting concept. Go ahead, Thor.
I was just going to say, I think it's a combination of like all of these different factors that you're just talking about. I think it's, coming off of COVID, people were not going to the theater for obvious reasons, and it's still slow getting back. I mean, COVID's still out there too. You know what I mean? Like shit didn't just go away. So it's like, I know me personally, and I know a lot of people, I just recently started getting more comfortable with like going into a theater. Right. And even now it's still a little like iffy. I think that plays a role. I think streaming is the biggest probably thing is like Napoleon, I think is a great example. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like super excited to see it, but I would definitely want to check that out. But I will wait for it to come.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it. I'm just
having that option. I think a lot of people feel that way for even movies they do want to see. When I'll give another perfect example, Oppenheimer. I am late as hell on Oppenheimer. I just saw it a couple days ago. And the reason why was because, like you just talked about, movies are expensive. It is expensive to get out to the theater. And I just, with time plus the, what it costs to get to the theater, it didn't happen for me. And then I just bought it off Amazon for $30, which it's like, I go to the theater, right? Me and my girl, we go to the theater. I'm paying for gas to get to the theater. I pay for both tickets. For
it's all of it. Yeah, yeah.
I get the snacks, all that stuff. Even if I didn't get snacks, let's even put that away. I am still spending more than $30 to go to the movies and go see it. Oh, yeah. So it's like, I think for a lot of people, it is just worth waiting for. Even if it is something you really want to see, it's worth to wait until it gets on streaming, or you buy it on, like I said, Amazon or whatever, because, and again, it's just all of these things built on top of each other, that including the COVID stuff. And then, like what we were just talking about, unfortunately, a lot of these movies are falling into this kind of, which it shouldn't be, but this divisive area. Yeah. And you have, again, the worst people in our society, unfortunately, are the loudest ones. And not only the loudest ones, but they're freaking psychos, dude. They're the ones that will buy like 20 tickets to another movie for a movie to fail. Right?
No, seriously, yeah.
Bombing the reviews, right? So that's when I like going back to when I say like we need to be louder and like we need to be, support things more, is like these are the people that are going out and, like I said, purposely trying to derail movies. So I think you have all of these different things all circling around at once, and it's just the theater experience just is not what it used to be. And like with streaming, even with movies that are good, it's like, I know in a couple months I can just catch it on Netflix or HBO or whatever. And so I think it goes to your point of like, these big event movies are kind of all that's really surviving. And I think that goes too with people talking about superhero fatigue and Marvel fatigue. I don't necessarily think it's superhero in general. It's just movie theaters in general. People are not going to the theater like that.
It is movie theater.
Yeah. I really agree with all of that. I just feel like we're in like a limbo position, because I felt like people kind of were pointing at that factor during the pandemic times, like, all right, we're not going to be able to do that forever, putting all the the big budget movies on streaming. And now it's like, now you're seeing the effect on the box office, because like every movie's not going to do $1 billion because you know what I mean. I do feel like the system is going to change though. As far as like how the movies get made though. No, because you look at something like The Creator, who what was it, 86 million, I think.
Yeah, no, they
on such a smaller budget.
That's why we heard that rumor about Blade. Yeah,
right. Yeah. But visually, it's on par with any movie that came out this year. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just being able to put that on the board, like, all right, we can see that this, even though The Creator didn't do the best financially, box office,
still made money though.
I mean, it made enough to clear his budget, because the budget was so low, but they were able to do some things, very cool things visually, that even some of the bigger budget movies weren't able to achieve.
So I was about to say, them visuals better than some of the Jones came out this year, for sure. Yeah. But no, the great point. Like, I feel like that's why we heard that rumor about them trying to make Blade under $100 million or something like that now, which is like a lot of money, but it's a big difference for a normal Marvel movie, which what the numbers we hear. You know what I mean? I feel like they are going to change stuff. I'm not even afraid of that change. That honestly is probably going to help a lot of stuff and save money for people. But like, my thing is, bro, this theater is gonna be done, bro. Like before I'm like out of here, dog.
I can't see that completely.
You really don't. No. I'm scared. We were scared more.
We were closed during
the pandemic, but that's only because the Joe went bankrupt on top of it. Remember? I don't remember which one it was. It was Regal, where one of them went bankrupt. We were like, oh, this shit is done. And that's when they said Spider-Man and Tom Cruise saved, right? So I remember that whole thing. But then it was like, once they did that, it didn't save it. It saved it for the blockbusters. And the specific blockbusters, I guess, because not all of them are, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I know you're saying not ever, but I'm scared, bro. I don't know. Think about the last couple times we went to the theaters. It's just empty, bro.
Yeah.
Like, at any time we go, empty. How about your theaters? They packed? Last couple times,
I was just about to say, I'm going to be honest, and that's why it makes this whole conversation so hard, because I feel like there's not like really an easy answer, because before all this streaming stuff, and especially like the strikes and all that, I was like, bro, put that shit on Max, bro. Like, let's do it. Like, I'll sit in my crib and watch TV, right? But then the person in me, like, I'm just saying, like, we need to support this stuff. Like, I have to go to the theater, support it, right? Yeah. And I gotta say, I haven't been to a movie in a theater that wasn't a screening in a decent minute.
And that's valid, bro. That's so valid.
And it's like I said, it's not any fault of anyone. It's just, like I said, shit's expensive these days. And not only that, but again, we're talking, I mean, this is a whole deeper conversation to have, but wages are lower than ever. Yeah. Things are more expensive than ever. People are working more than ever, more jobs, longer hours. So besides even the money aspect, people don't have time to be doing this shit either. Yeah. And it's just, again, there's just so many factors going in it. And I honestly, I feel like I agree with both of you. I agree.
There's
with
there's no answer, bro. What you said.
I feel like there's no way theaters will just be gone. Like, that's just a thing of the past. But at the same time, like you're saying, Caesar, I don't see how it can be sustainable with the current
just like actually make the money, right? Like, how can they actually worldwide make the bread? We are movie people. We the people that do it, supposed to be doing it the most, and we do.
It's what I do for a living. This is what I do for a fucking living.
That's why I'm thinking about it. I'm like, in 10 years, maybe not 10, but like 50 years. You might be out of here, bro. I remember
especially for your casual watcher.
That's what I mean. Like a regular movie. Like, because I was thinking, now my idea, I feel like, was too big. Not that I wanted to do it. I was like, when they were getting shut down, the rumor during COVID, I was like, maybe one day they'll have like almost some Ready Player One shit, and it'd be like virtual reality, like experiences. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. Like I was saying, like 4D movies are going to probably go up, or like, but they're expensive, so people are not going to go to them. That's I don't know. They're going to have to figure out some way to advance the technology or something to make it cooler for people to spend more bread, or not more bread, but more time, I guess, right? Or otherwise, people ain't in there for the best movies. They're not in there. So I'm just like,
I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out.
It'd be so wild if I had to tell my son one day, yeah, bro, I went to the movie theater. What's that? Don't talk to me right now. Don't tell me you don't know what a movie theater is, man. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that concept is crazy to me.
It is.
I mean, shit, when was the last time you seen a drive-in?
Right? Oh my God, do they still exist? They do exist, but like in the country,
they do, but
somewhere.
What I'm saying though,
is like, no, you talking.
In the future, that could be what movie theaters are like.
Oh,
like it's like
man,
there's movie theaters, but it's not like
around.
Going your little. Oh, it's like that. Oh, you going to a movie theater? Oh, that's so nice. It's like you going to one of them old Johns,
or just like around, like super, like.
What you mean?
You know what I mean? Like, it's not as prominent anymore.
Right,
like,
it's almost like a corner.
You gotta go. No. You gotta go somewhere far to go. Like, it might be like a bigger. Because I wouldn't mind that if it's like they scale down a number of movie theaters and make the experiences a little bit better.
That's kind of actually smart. I hear that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know though.
And again, you guys are similar age to me. I know we got more topics coming out, so this is my last.
There's one more.
But you guys again are similar age to me, and like, dude, do you guys remember the electricity in the room on like a Marvel premiere
Don't do this right now.
At midnight?
Don't do this right now.
Can you?
That's why we start going on Thursdays. I don't even. We just do it to do it now.
Yeah.
You don't even need a Thursday.
Remember what that was like? Like, and this was even like because nowadays I feel like they don't even do midnight shows.
I'm about to say
like
when the last
really
don't
they don't like
I don't think
I'm trying to remember when the last one I went to.
Ooh, midnight show for me is a long time.
They usually have like showings the day before or whatever, but it used to be like
midnight.
If it said the movie was coming out on November 30th, it came out November 30th or the 29th,
like 11:45,
right? Like one showing.
I remember going to a few like earlier Marvel movies, like
yes,
that experience like was dope.
It's just you'll never get that. We'll never get that.
That's what I'm saying. I really think that is dead now. I think that doesn't exist, which is like so sad.
It's so sad to me.
Yeah, like
I felt like I was at a sporting event for nerds.
Yes, like
I'm not
one of
joking.
The best parts about all this was going on a midnight showing with all the other nerds and everyone. And I think too, another point going on top of all this, the leak culture, I think, is a big part to play with all of this as well. Because people can more or less see most of the movie online, whether it's leaked footage, photos,
or just know the information. I'm about to say, bro.
Exactly.
The B stuff, that was like, dog. Like, okay. Yeah. The one little scene that y'all ain't get to get out, it got leaked out the week before. It's like, all right, bro. For some people, they don't even want to see certain things.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge factor in what we're all talking about with going to the theater and stuff. Because a lot of people are like, what's the fucking point now?
Yeah.
It's so true. It's just sad to me. I don't know. I'm bugging. I've loved movies, man. I love the experience of going to a movie theater, big screen, it's super loud. I love that shit. And then you bring up the Marvel aspect, bro. I will never forget when I saw Infinity War and Endgame. Like, people are standing. Oh, yeah. And jumping.
I remember that Infinity War and Endgame
it's another,
bro. I went like before my shift and like early in the morning.
You probably lost it at your shift. Like going back, you probably couldn't stop talking.
Because the ending is just like
for Infinity War, right?
Yeah. So like the ending, everybody's quiet. You looking at the screen.
It was so quiet.
You can hear crickets in there. It's like, yo, and we gotta go sit with that.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this real quick.
We gotta sit with that.
I ain't gonna lie. For one, because I saw it 3 times for Infinity War, like that first weekend. I went crazy the first weekend. On the second time I seen it, I was waiting for everybody's interaction, and everybody quiet. Exactly what you said. Somebody goes, "Not fucking Iron Man." I almost lost. Oh no, that was for Endgame though. I'm sorry, that was Endgame. But I almost lost. Like the theater screamed so bad after that because it was really silent. Like it was like, bro, remember that scene? Like it was when he died, and then you got Tom talking. That scene is a lot, and you hear sniffles and stuff, and then not fucking Iron Man, bro. The theater lost us. I'll never get that. Is what I'm saying. I'll never get that.
Secret Wars is coming.
It's not going to be the same, though.
It's not.
He's talking.
We still got the attachment to these characters.
He's right because, my dad's age. There's some ages that are going to pop out.
The hype
Both
will
of y'all
be
are
there
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, we were just talking about the experience of going to
I don't know,
the theater.
though.
It's different now. It's different. And again, it's just different, right? Like, it
is different no matter what we say. 100%.
The hype is there. I think the people will be there, and it's going to be the same. It will be the same level of hype as Endgame. But like I said, just the way people go and experience movies is just like
That's
all the things that we
true.
were just talking about. It's just different. So I really think that was one of the last big events like we're ever going to experience something like that again. And again, going back to the leaks and shit, because it's like, bro, when Secret Wars starts filming,
I'm not even thinking about that. Sorry, he's right. Sorry. I almost disagree because I was going to say Spider-Man. We did have, it wasn't Endgame, but our Spider-Man experience was pretty nerd culture vibes, right? No one was standing, but people clapped at the right. Andrew Garfield.
Imagine if you walked into No Way Home having no idea.
I said that to you.
Toby and Andrew
we would have broken down crying. And we don't even got to bring that one up. That's not the same.
Exactly.
Experience.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I agree. It's not the same.
Different.
Yeah, it'll never be exact. Oh, that
was a moment in time.
I'm gonna have to go with a friend that don't know nothing. Like, we got to let's just pick a random person. We'll make it a project or something. We just bring a random person in the street. Do you know anything about anything in Marvel in the last 25 years? What the fuck you talking about? Come in this movie with us. And then they going to come out screaming, you know? Like,
we just all have to have kids, and then we're just going to introduce them to it and relive it through them.
That actually is kind of hot. How old Cole's going to be when Secret Wars come out? He 2 now. When Secret Wars come out?
5.
He be a little game. 5, you'd be able to understand some Marvel about it for sure. Oh, we gonna be in. Yeah, he'll how I get mine. I'm gonna put him on my shoulders. Put him on my shoulders when Toby come out, and everybody gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing? You gonna kill your child?" I'm like, "This because y'all boring. Y'all don't know how to experience nothing."
But yo, this is the last question, and we switching gears. Well, we're staying on gear. We're staying on Marvel, and we had to ask this question because our guy Fat Thor is here. But this is about a Thor topic. We got Taika Watiti, who's been getting a lot of mixed, divisive comments, and
I love your wording.
People feel a type of way about Taika Watiti right now, whether you love him or you hate him right now. You know what I mean? But he has some thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'm gonna read this quote here. This is from Variety. Taika Watiti joined the Marvel Universe for the money. He says, "I had no interest in doing one of those films, but I was poor, and I just had a second child and thought, you know what? This will be a great opportunity to feed these children." And Thor, let's face it, it was probably the least popular franchise. I never read Thor comics as a kid. That was a comic I'd pick up and be like, And then I
didn't even hear that one
on it, and I was still baffled by this character.
Oh, that got worse than I thought it was. Thor should go, but you the finale, my guy. Let me get my baby thoughts off. First off, good idea. You should go first.
I think he's trolling a bit because I feel
that would be part of me. Yeah, because he's funny. Yeah,
he's been a troll. Like, reading his comments, like, you kind of gotta hear it in context to the full conversation, and maybe hear audio. Because
I'm about to say, I hear his voice when you say it. I see him talking, so it might be a little different for us.
That
you know
Australian humor. He's the cheeky Australian humor. You know what I mean?
He's not cheap.
I feel like
New Zealand,
right, New Zealand. But I feel like
he's gonna get in trouble with Australians and the New Zealanders. He's about to war your ass.
Saving me, yes. I don't want no smoke, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that. No, but I feel like it's just him being trolling. I feel like some of that's probably true because I've heard that before from other directors, like, or even like.
I mean, that makes sense, bro. You know, you're gonna get a bag doing Marvel. Like, yeah,
dealing with these big franchises, you definitely get in the bag. Yeah. But I just felt like he might be, being a little cheeky about it. Like, I know they hating on me. Oh, I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna be a little sarcastic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
now
gonna go
I get you.
Add a little sauce on it. But that's me.
I heard that.
What you think?
I actually super agree with that take too. And way to be not the same take too. Yeah. That's a good one. Mine is though, he a little salty. Yes, I'm mixing probably because I don't know what Thor gonna say. I'm excited, but for yours, I'm gonna mix a little bit because yes, everything you just said, I think he's trolling. Not even a little bit, like 100%. But even if he feels those ways that he said in his opinion, I still feel like a little bit he like.
A little salty.
Just a baby here where he like, like your MCU sucks, Thor sucks, well, it's over now, so I ruined it. Sorry. I just feel a little bit because he's silly, bro.
I mean, like
specifically silly.
I know he
that
had
word.
Some good times at Marvel.
Bro, he is
we
hilarious.
Seen the pictures that came out.
Don't.
Zen, he had a good time feeling.
This is your last.
Very lovely.
This is your last straw.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to pee on myself on this podcast. Y'all don't even know it.
Yes, you do. If you watching this show, it was very lovely.
You saying that like it was at the Disney Studios or something? Like they was out here.
Love and Thunder.
All right. Love and Thunder is crazy. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it wasn't that bad. You can't just be coming on Vanity and more variety.
Zen, you gonna get arrested. How about that?
I just did it for the money. And my children.
He talking about some Taika got some booty while he was at Marvel. So he said, "I know you had a good time." It don't work like that, man. I'm just saying. I super agree with you. I just think that even though he is salty about it, I wish he was just a little. I don't know.
Can't give him more 100. Like,
yeah,
more serious.
Bro. Because even if I feel like we would love him more instead of him getting hate. That's all. He's getting hate because of this. And I don't think that he would. Because I get the joke. I think it's funny. Even if he's dead serious, it's like, all right, bro, you ain't getting no more Marvels. It's like, I just take the joke and leave with it. You know what I mean? But it's like, he making this worse on himself. You know what I mean? Going about it that way. I don't know. He got movies coming out. And movies not doing good. Not him, like movies. Yeah. So I'm just like, I wouldn't play around with people's opinions and fan bases. I wouldn't do it. But, I don't know. It's kind of sad because I wish Taika got like maybe something a little wittier or something in Marvel one day. That's not Thor. Like maybe just don't touch Thor anymore if that's the case. Just for what that was. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It just kind of stinks a little bit because I bang with him as a director though.
Yeah.
It's just
I like Jojo Rabbit.
Me too.
Yeah.
And you like Ragnarok. Don't do that.
I like Ragnarok too. Yeah.
JoJo slaps. I
JoJo
love that movie.
Great movie.
I think that's a great movie. Hunt for the Wilder People is also really, really good. If you haven't seen
Don't know that one. I'm excited for his next one too, though. The Next Goals Wins. It looks cool. With Michael Fassbender's like a soccer drawing. It looks dope.
Yeah. How you feel, Thor?
There we go.
We've been waiting.
Bring the thunder.
My turn. Honestly, I think I'm going to surprise some people a little bit. I think my answer is going to surprise people. So my take on this is like, yeah, no shit. A director took a job for money. Like fucking other news, water is wet. Like,
wait, come on, do we do it? That's your stance? Are we sure?
What?
Water is wet. We'll talk about that after.
Don't do this.
I wanted to mess with you. The fact that he said it, I knew I was going to get him. I'm sorry. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. I wanted to see where it was going to take you.
But I mean, it's just like, yeah, no shit that, he needed money. Marvel is the biggest producer of movies out right now. Like, of course he's going to take that job, whether he's a Thor fan or a comic book fan or not. And I have no problem with that. I don't think that that's, dirty or like, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I could give less of a shit. Right. And as far as like his comments on Thor specifically, I think like you guys are saying, the dude's a goofball, man. Like he's funny. And there was a tweet that he had long before Love and Thunder ever even came out. And I forget what he was responding to, but he was like, I'm going to ruin your mythos so fucking bad. Like speaking about you know what I mean? Just like,
that's hilarious,
right?
though.
Like, like I forgot what it was like. It was like, oh, please, Taika, don't mess this up or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna mess this up so fucking bad for you guys or whatever.
I love that in him. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like some people get mad at that, but I think that's funny, dude. It's like dunk on some nerds, right? Like I think that's hilarious. And so, like, I have no problem with what he said. I think that, like I said, I think a lot of people want to take it in a certain way of like, oh, see, look, he doesn't like Marvel too. Like, we told you guys.
That's
it's not
crazy
doing
too. I didn't even think about that.
But like I said, I think it's just he's having fun with it. He knows the reception that Thor: Love and Thunder got, and it's like you can do one of two things, right? You can either be like, oh, well, they don't understand or whatever, like, you know, and get like pissed off about it, or you can have fun with it. And I think he's having fun with it. And I think there's definitely a little salt there for sure. I mean, I'm sure that he's a little upset that, you know, the movie didn't do as good as he wanted it to be. But at the end of the day, like I said, he's a goofball. And I think he knows what he said. And he said it for, you know what I mean? Like he's riling up people purposely, like I said, because he's a goofball.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put any more weight into it than that. And I think too, it's like, to me, these people do not have to be comic nerds, right? It's like, yes, that's great if they are. Like that's great. Iman Vellani, right? It is awesome that she's like a super fan and has all this knowledge. But I personally, I'm almost under the camp of there was a story that came out a while ago about how supposedly Marvel tries not to hire people who are like super big into the comics or like know a lot about the storylines. I
didn't know that.
And a lot of people jumped on that, but I kind of come from the places I think that's somewhat a good thing.
I think it's smart
where it's like, yeah. I'm not saying like keep the comic people out. Obviously, we need them for sure to keep this whole thing together. But people who don't know about the comics, they're the people who can come and look at these storylines with fresh eyes. Yeah. And it's like, you can have someone who is a super huge, like Thor, right? You could have me come onto the Thor set, right? But I am such a huge fan of Thor and his storylines and the history of him that I am inherently biased in certain directions, whether it be this, that, or the other. If you have someone that come in with fresh eyes, that's where we get new and interesting stories. That's where we get the Guardians. That's where we get, you know, Shang-Chi, these things that are new and different and breathe new life into these properties. You're not going to get that from someone who has read Guardians comics their entire fucking lives, right? The reason that movie's so good is because Gunn was able to take that property and inject his life into it, his, you know, outlook and his perspective. So I think it all translates back to all this shit. It's like, I don't need my directors or the writers of these to know every single Thor comic book, but it's nice if they do, right? But it's not a necessity for me.
You smoke that shit. For a second, I was like, what are we talking about?
Nah, you was going
crazy, bro.
Like,
no, my God. That's so true. Yeah, no, like everything you said is so, like, like, you put it in more perspective, I guess, for me. Like, if you're too much of a nerd with it, like too much, let's say that specific character. Let's say Ryan Coogler was like only read growing up Black Panther comics, and that's the only comic he read. It'd be like, all right, bro, you probably gonna be too stuck in whatever your vision of it is in your head. And I'm like, true, you need a little bit of both. It should be somebody that's maybe, I don't like, though, I'll say that at least. I don't like when I hear, like, wasn't Bryan Singer? He was problematic.
He was banning comics.
That's when it's like, all right, now I feel like you're trying to make some weird, like, soap opera version of something. I don't know what you're trying to make, you know? Yeah. But someone open to it, but not really having much knowledge is honestly probably the perfect, like, right in the middle. Is probably right there.
I think Coogler is a great example.
Yeah, because I think he said he was in the comics too, right? But wasn't like a nerd.
Yeah, he was in the comics, and I mean, when he got the Black Panther job, he did his research, he's on record saying like he read almost every Black Panther run that there was. But again, it's like he was able to come look at the story of Black Panther and T'Challa, be like, okay, what is this really saying? Dissect it without having that bias of like, oh, this is what I read growing up as a kid. And not only that, but I think that just leads to repetitiveness. And I'm a big proponent of like, I love adaptations, but if I want to go read, let's say Secret Wars, for just because that's the topic of discussion, right? I want to see Secret Wars, but I can also go read Secret Wars. I don't want to see a movie that's exactly like the comic book because I can just go read the comic book. So like, what's the point of even doing this then? So like you said, Caesar, I think there needs to be a balance. A little like we're not banning comic books and we're not saying like don't read them, but we also need people with that fresh perspective in order to get new and interesting stories and to take these characters into new places.
Yeah.
How you start smoking that shit again? He's nice, bro. He's too nice with it, man. No, but 100%
another
agree,
thing,
bro. Right, man. It went crazy, bro. I don't even. Y'all should watch it back. I'm looking at you like, yep. Right, like in it. Nah, bro. You're 100% right, man.
Sweet.
Nah, it's accurate, Birdie.
But again, bro, thank you again for pulling up on us. Again, always has been a good time. I think this might be better than the last time.
Nah, it was. Me ain't gonna do that. You started it though. You started with your Steve Harvey, and then something happened. Something spiraled. I don't know. Thor felt the Vulture-mite Steve Harviness. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. We found out that Thor is vice principal's gang too. We didn't find out a lot of things got revealed today. All right, things got revealed.
My dudes, I can't thank you enough for having me. I mean, like you guys were so gracious and inviting me on the last time. Then me and Zen were doing the Loki stuff, and I mean, you guys are just the best. I can't praise you guys enough, and I just can't be more grateful for you guys to invite me on to come nerd out with y'all because it is always just such a fun time.
Bro, anytime, bro. You are family, my friend.
You already know, man.
Anytime. And we will do it more and more.
Definitely. If you want to plug everything you got going, I know you got the comics for a clause.
Yes,
Comics for clause. I know you get into all that. Yeah. Talk about everything.
My dudes, thank you. Yeah. So over at the Sons of Mjolnir, that's the channel that I'm one of the hosts of. We are putting on a holiday fundraiser for this season called Comics for a Clause. And so that is, we have teamed up with the Children's Hospital here in Los Angeles. And this fundraiser is going to all be about getting comic books into the hands of patients over at CHLA. So we are doing this fundraiser, like I said, called Comics for a Clause. We have both a donation page set up as well as an Amazon wish list. So if you are able and you want to donate a couple bucks, you can do that. Or if you want to donate a specific book, something that you want to ensure gets into the hands of someone at the Children's Hospital, we have that option as well on our Amazon wish list. So it's really just a way to kind of give back to the community, get the comic community involved for, a good cause. And so I really hope that if you guys are out there that you will consider supporting us in this cause. You can find all of that on the Sons of Mjolnir channel or on our Twitter, Sons of Mjolnir.
And definitely, I'm going to put it in the description as well. Definitely.
Much appreciated, my dude.
That's an amazing, just want to clap you for that, bro. That's an awesome thing. I told you the MLK of nerd culture. You thought I was playing. I told you, look, he's standing on business. I see you. No, but that really is amazing though, bro. That's a really dope thing you're doing. For sure, bro.
Yeah, like I said, we just want to, we wanted something that everyone could get involved in. Right. And all of us in the podcasting community, in the comic book space, something that everyone can participate in. And even if it's just, like I said, $5, or you have a specific book that you really like, oh, I love this book as a kid, I want a kid to read that. We have either option for you. So like I said, if anyone out there is interested, please consider donating. All proceeds go directly to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, specifically their Literally Healing program, which is the program that does all the books and everything for patients. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be going on all through December. So please consider checking us out. I really appreciate it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And thank you guys too for giving me space to plug that.
Of course, bro.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
of course.
Anything, man. You already know.
Yeah.
But again, man, this has been listening.
You're crazy.
Am I?
Bro, I can't believe how funny he was on episode. I
had to turn it up today.
Yeah,
Tim drank his funny juice this morning.
I don't know what it was. You always silly. That shit was too. Bro, remember at one point I was like, I'm about to go home. I can't do this no more. Look, I got tears again.
Oh my God. This has been Listen 3000.
Yes, it has.
Thank you again for the spot, for letting us be here and do our thing.
Thank you, Matty Moonshine.
Shout out to Matty Moonshine.
Yes.
Again, this is the Agents of Fandom podcast. Shout out to Agents
Always
of
is.
Fandom. Check out agentsofandom.com. Check out all the other podcasts on the network. Agents of Fandom.
Fandom Academy.
Fandom Academy. Ticket to Reality. And us. And if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out. We'll have a lot more coming to you this year and next year. And the album Infinity is out right now. If you're not,
I was going to remember.
If you haven't, are we supposed to do it at the beginning of the show?
I know, it's okay.
That's my bad.
Hopefully, if you're still here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Infinity is out right now. It's in the description. If you haven't checked it out, You about to hear a song from Infinity at the end of this show, so you about to check it out. But yeah, thank y'all for watching.
It's great. Go listen.
Thank you, gang.
You heard
it from the horse's mouth.
Right now.
Heard it from the Thor's mouth. You feel me?
Yes.
You feel me?
Go
Thank
listen.
y'all.
Go
Thank you,
subscribe.
gang.
All that.
Thank you. And we are out of here. Peace out.
Yeah, that was fun.
Lean in and